I wanna see the light. See the light. I wanna see the light.
Alrighty, hello everyone, and welcome to EDL week number 3. We've got Feed the Dream Black versus Hyperion Shadow, game number 1. I'm Clutch doing the play-by-play, joined by Kobe. Kobe, how's it going?
It's going pretty good. We got a pretty good matchup, I would say. I would say Hyperion, they can definitely battle for a playoff spot here. But Feed the Dream, they only played one game, but they have looked really good. I think they are going to be one of the top teams in their division. Should be a very good game. Oh, we're going right into picks and bans already.
Yeah. We are already into picks and bans. Feed the Dream banning away the Volibear Diana Jinx, and Hyperion Shadow taking away the Viego Malzahar and Rel. We'll see what Feed the Dream wants the first pick here. Obviously, we are on the new patch, so Morgana, Rumble, all those kind of junglers did get a bit nerfed, but they are still strong here. As Nautilus will be the first pick for the side of FTD. Remember, Nautilus did get a buff in the jungle, so technically it could be a flex to the jungle.
Yeah, that'll be really funny to see. But, I think it's going to be typical Leona Nautilus, as Leona's being hovered right now. Yeah, but like you said, Leona wins lane, but Nautilus wins game.
Yep.
So a pretty standard support Kai'Sa's me match with the Leona. So nothing funny coming up here so far.
And with the Leona Kaisa locked in, obviously Leona is stronger in lane. So they're going to be looking for more lane dominance from the side of Hyperion Shadow. Nautilus obviously doesn't have to go support now the buffs. I mean, we haven't seen him jungle, as that'll actually be Merit's Graves most likely locked in for him. He is very strong on the pick, very strong on the Graves, on the Kindred, likes a lot of these marksmans in the jungle, likes to farm it up and take over the game once he gets a couple of items. And now we'll see what that is going to be paired with, because obviously you do have to blind something here, as it's going to be the Seraphine picked up for the side of FTD, which could go ADC or into the mid lane.
Yeah, I think that'll most likely be a mid lane Seraphine because I don't really see a Nautilus Seraphine bot lane working out as well. But really is just based around the comp. As Vi will come in, but we do not really see a lot of Graves anymore after he kind of got hit with some heavy nerfs like a few months ago. But it is pretty nice to see. I know, Merit, he's a familiar name here, and he is really good at the marksman jungler. So I'm excited to see that for sure.
Yeah, and I think Merit is a very strong jungler, is able to find these leads just by so for sure we'll see how he's going to do in the jungle. And on the other side, we have a Vi locked in for the side of Hyperion Shadow. And now correct me if I'm wrong. It is Tukamis in the jungle. I might be wrong. Producer, is that correct? Okay. So it is Tukamis in the jungle for Hyperion Shadow. And the no ban is the Corki that I just got notified here, as the Oriana was banned away for the side of Feed the Dream. So it should be a. We'll see what's going to be banned next. Should be a good game though. Both these teams, like we said, are pretty evenly matched. Could see the series go to 3 games. As the next ban is going to be a Galio. So Corki and Galio banned away um from Feed the Dreams mid laner. Hyperion don't want to see that there, and we'll see what FTD want to ban next year. They've taken away the Oriana. We'll see if another control mage, maybe like Victor, maybe like Syndra, will be banned from Attila, as Attila, I believe, is their mid laner. Um, so we'll see what the next band's going to be. And it's going to be the Ari coming through from the side of Feed the Dream.
Yeah, I think for Hyperion, you kind of want Tomorrow on a carry top laner. He is good at carry top laners, but there is always that risk. Like, what if he goes like really far behind? But I would not be surprised Hyperion pick this like carry oriented top laner. Be the dream, but we still don't know where Seraphine is going for sure. But I do really like Swash. I think he's probably the second best mid in this division behind Shiny Spy. So interested to see what he's gonna pull out. If it is gonna be Seraphine, that'd be kind of boring because you kind of. I'm pretty sure he likes more control mage oriented characters, kind of like Annie. Oh wait, no way. He, that's not okay. We're gonna remake draft. They're having problems with draft. That's not gonna be Timo Shaco. We will
Timo
have to
Shinko
remake
coming
draft. Yeah. Wow. Never
in.
thought you'd see that in a cast ever.
So we're probably gonna remake draft, I would assume, up to like R4 pick. So everything's gonna stay the same. So not really that much to talk about. I mean, obviously, we saw part of the draft, didn't see it all, but around the league, we got the Fallen Academy taking the same strategy. Obviously, Feed the Dream Hyperion, that is this stream game, and Haven versus CB Resurrection, which was a 2-0 for CB because Haven did drop out of the league. And on the other side, in the Solari division, we have Junior Burgers taking on a Big Dog Entourage. Rev 2-0 over Abyssal FF this week, and MIT versus Crosspoint, which should be a very good series. Kobe, kind of got stuff to talk about as the draft just restarts.
Yep.
Who do you think's gonna win? Who do you got, MIT or Crosspoint?
MIT. I have to go. I mean, it might be a little biased. I'm a friend of a lot of people at MIT, but I think MIT they did look really good with the pickup of Jason KB 23. I think they're a pretty well-rounded team now who can kind of fight you or know how to play both like macro and micro wise at any point in the game. So I think MIT does look really good. And of course, you had the reigning playoff MVP Annie on their team too. So they are a very good team. I don't think Crosspoint is a team you can kind of just like brush over though. So I think that will be a very good series. But I think MIT should be able to take that.
Okay, so you think what do you think, MIT 2-0 or MIT 2-1?
No, I'm gonna go MIT 2-0. Be a
Uh,
be a sweep.
yeah, I mean, I could see. I mean, I had MIT 2-0. I could see either team taking. It's gonna be a good series. It's gonna be when Crosspoint is I first finally tested, because for me, Crosspoint hasn't been tested this entire series, um, or this entire season. I mean, yes, they've gone against like okay teams, but they haven't really gone against a top team. So we'll see how they do against a tier team. And then for the side of MIT, it's how strong is MIT actually? Because we saw last week they did lose a game to Revolution, so it isn't the same roster as last season. They are a bit weaker. So we'll see how they're going to do. Is now looks like we're catching back up to speed into the draft here. We're going to see fans come through. But I believe we did see Tukamis last season on SG a bit on the Vi, so it's not like he's completely new to it. And we'll see now what the R for. What's up, Xernian? Oh, Tukamis was mid. I know he played jungle for a game. Uh, and I know he played Vi. I believe he did. But the Ornn gonna come through from the side of
Ooh.
Hyperion, instantly going to be responded possibly with the Cho'Gath. So just a tank v tank matchup in the top side of the map, most likely. We'll see if the Ornn will get punished. And it looks like no. Cho'Gath will come through from the side of FTD, and it will be the Silas last
Seraphine can
pick
go bot then.
for the side of Feed the Dream, which means that is going to be Seraphine. Did I cut out? I might have cut out. There's going to be Seraphine ADC most likely.
Yeah, I'm kind of surprised at Hyperion they picked Ornn because Tomorrow is definitely more of a carry-oriented top laner. So he's gonna have to pretty much absorb some pressure, weak side police kind of thing, top lane. So interesting. I do like. Let's see, actually, see they picked for mid. Oh, Talia. Is that Talia mid? Wow. Okay. You don't really see that often.
Yeah, and it's going to be Talia mid coming through. 1 second. All right, predictions are up on the Elemental League channel. I decided, might as well start using some of the perks that we got affiliates. So spend your channel points. So I'll do exactly. But go ahead and throw in your channel points. Yeah, again, we don't endorse that, but that's kind of what's going on here. As Be the Dream, Hyperion, game one. Talia mid will be very interesting. I believe that's going to be going to Attila. So we'll see how he is going to do on the pick. And for the side of FTD, what I will say is that FTD have a lot of we want to get in your face targets. You have the Silas, Nautilus, Cho'Gath. Seraphine's kind of that long range that I guess you could say technically ADC that will help buff them, and the Graves, but Graves is not really a traditional marksman for the side of FTD. So we'll see what Merit can do. The only problem that I see with this comp for the side of FTD is that um, a lot of your eggs are in one basket, and I think that's great.
Mhm.
If Graves falls behind, I think FTD's comp just doesn't do enough damage, and they don't have the consistent yes to be able to kill Hyperion. Because Graves is your ADC, and Merritt has been put in positions to carry before, and he has done it successfully. But how is he going to look? Obviously, it's the first time we're going to see him in EDL. So we have to see how he's going to look here. And for the side of Hyperion, they have the engage with the Vi, with the Leona, lots of lockdown. Paisa can follow up. They have the Ornn engage. Talia's a bit interesting to me coming through, but maybe it's the pick into the Silas. We'll see how it'll do into the Silas. I think it's not a terrible pick, but we haven't really seen Talia mid, and I think Talia mid kind of has fallen off. So it's not the best here. But Attila does like to play his things in the mid lane, like the Swain. So we'll see how he's going to do on the Talia, if that is going to be Talia.
Yeah, I definitely agree. I think Talia's kind of like a niche pick, but other than that, I think Hyperion have a very well like typical rounded comp. But I think a big thing for Feed the Dream is like how are you going to control your bot lane phase? Because if that Kai'Sa gets ahead and just builds like a Krakus layer for Shogath and Nautilus, and that is going to be kind of scary. Like you did say, yeah, if Graves does fall behind, Feed the Dream gonna have a very tough time just going throughout fights the whole game pretty much. Seraphine is gonna give you a decent amount of buffs for your whole 5v5. But like if Graves does not do great early game, you just gonna have like almost no damage. I mean, you're gonna have a show gap can scale. Um we don't really know how Silas and the Talia's really go because I don't think me or you have seen that matchup before. Like we said with Talia mid, you don't really see it that often. But overall, I think Hyperions have a very better rounded comp. It's a more safe comp, but Feed the Dream, if Greg does get ahead, that is going to be kind of scary.
Yeah, I mean, we focused on Graves that it is this pick that for the side of FTD does have to get ahead. But looking at obviously the rosters for these teams, because I think some players definitely come to mind because Hyperion and FTD the scene for a very, very long time. So some names are going to obviously be very recognizable. Obviously, for the side of Hyperion, Attila, very recognizable. Everyone knows Attila. He's been for a very long time. He's a super stable player. He's not really known to 1v9, but he's a very good in-game leader. And for Hyperion Shadow, that's going to be important because you have some of these players coming in like Lo-Fi Foot Fetish, like Sammy 2 Slat, like Tomorrow, who are completely new to EDL, so will be rookies. And Attila definitely going to be looking to be the veteran on the team and help develop them as players. Same. I think Kobe died.
Oh, my mic is muted. Yeah, so I don't think being a rookie is bad at all in EDL because we saw Chicago Dragon like last season, right? Like that team was full. Like they're all five of them to like the end where they were all rookies, right? None of that common experience, but yet they had like they were second best in regular season, right? So being a rookie is not necessarily bad, but it is really good to have that kind of veteran presence on your team to kind of control the situation if things start falling apart and how to guide you like both like macro wise. So yeah, Hyperion, they do have a lot of proof, but it is EDL. We've seen crazier things before, but I think this series can definitely kind of be a prelude to like an early round playoff game. 'Cause I think Be the Dream, they should be probably, in my opinion, honestly, like second in the division. But Hyperion, I can see them kind of sneaking into a playoff spot in the end, so it could be a very early round matchup that we're seeing here.
Hmm. Yeah, I can definitely see maybe these two teams going against each other. But you also have to remember it's cross divisional. So if anything, they would meet in the second round. They wouldn't beat each
Yeah,
other then.
true.
Um, so just got to point that out. One more thing I want to say before we go to a very break and get into the game. Obviously, for the side of FTD, you have a lot of these seen before. Mystic Ozzy, Nerf Snugglebutt, Merritt, all been around for a very long time. Very solid players. So definitely interested to see how they're going to be do up against Hyperion Shadow. But with that, we are into the speculate. We're going to go to a short break and we'll come back. We'll have game number 1, Be the Dream versus Hyperion. Don't go anywhere. Alrighty, well, we got. Oh, there we go. All right, I was like, what waiting for here?
Oh, we
But
got
we are
pause.
into game, and there it is. We've got a pause, and you know what
got
that
pause
means.
already.
It's time.
Drake.
We want to do Drake's now.
Yeah. Don't say mountain. I'm gonna go cloud. This game.
You're gonna go Cloud? Okay.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go. I'll go Infernal because we already know it's Mountain.
Yeah,
We're 100% right.
Yeah, we are.
Yeah, we haven't. We haven't.
The two of us,
gotten one wrong.
at least. Yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty big as we are into the pause. So, Kobe, what's the topic for the pause? What are we talking about?
Podcast.
Favorite. What's your favorite fast food restaurant?
Ooh. Honestly, probably Taco Bell.
You like Taco Bell?
I mean, Baja Blast is on another level.
I think Taco Bell's pretty good. What do you consider like fast food?
I mean, I think he kind of had to like draw like the line out like somewhere between like Chipotle and Five Guys. You know,
Is
somewhere
Panda
around there.
Express considered fast food?
I think so. I think if you have a drive-through, you should be considered fast food.
Really?
Yeah.
I could see that, but what if like it's like what? I mean, restaurants don't really have like. So do you know what Portillo's is, Kobe?
Isn't it like some like hot dog place in Chicago?
Yeah. So it's like it's a restaurant, but it also has like a drive-through area. Do you consider that like fast food?
Oh no, that's hard. It's kind of like the debate with like Five Guys. Like, is Five Guys really fast food? Like that gives me like Portillo's gives me like a really big Five Guys kind of vibe, you know?
Yeah, I could see that. I've been to Five Guys like once, so like I barely know Five Guys. Oh well, you know what? I was about to be like, what do we talk about next? But we are into the game. The dream.
I was about to bring up a
versus
Portillo's fun fact.
Hyperion. No.
Someone.
As we are into the game here, it is Nerf Snugglebutt on the Seraphine, so it is going to be the ADC. So yeah, all the money, all the eggs into the merit basket. We'll see how it's going to go for him. As Attila is up there, bit of a freeze frame. As Attila did take Ignite in the mid lane and has Dark Harvest, so he's going to be looking for some solo bolos for sure.
Especially on Talia though, that I think gonna be kind of hard. But we'll see. Cause we don't really know how this matchup's gonna go. Look at the ults though. Silas does have some to use. You know, you can take the Horn. Even in like Talia ult for the roaming potential, you could take that too. That would be interesting to see.
I agree. You could end up taking Talia ult, but I think Silas this game doesn't really have the best ults to take. I mean, I guess Vi ult, but like maybe Leona ult, but the ults aren't really that good for Silas in the game. And we'll see how Uncool Squash is going to do up against Attila. Like we said, Attila, veteran player, been around for a very long time, very known in the silver scene and the gold scene. Actually did win with Hyperion in ZGG, so definitely well known there. As we see Tomorrow originally was on MIT, now joins Hyperion as their starting top laner, and he's taken some trades already up against Chubby Chernobyl in the top side. Seems to be even trades so far. Nice sidestep by Tomorrow. But in the bot lane, we're going to see some farming as Tokumus Prime is already coming down. He may be looking for the gank onto Nerf Snuggle. Ozzy is going to block it. Level 2 which by the bot lane flash forward from Sammy 2 Slap. That's Knight coming down. Massive will proc from Kaisa. But it looks like Mystic Ozzy, all she has to do is burn the flash. However, that's flash and heal down from the side of Feed the Dream.
Yeah, especially on as a good level 2 gank. Unfortunately, Leona did burn both sums, but in the end, it's kind of just a trade 2 for 2 for sums and bot. So, you know, Vi level 2, you kind of gotta watch out. But yeah, good heads up play from Tokumus there. Gets their bot lane a bit ahead, and that's kind of what you want to see, I think, from Hyperion. You want to kind of punish what Seraphine bot is. If you can just get on top of her, you can get blown up instantly.
Yeah, I mean, Seraphine early obviously isn't the strongest. One thing I would have liked to see Merit do is I believe he started topside. The second you see took him as prime, go for the bot gank, go take his red buff, right?
Oh
Like
yeah.
you want to punish this because now Tokumis actually doesn't really lose anything. As meanwhile, we've seen him engage onto Sammy 2 slash. Did burn the flash and ignite in the original gank that we didn't talk about. As meanwhile in the mid lane, there was a flash out of Attila. Looks like he got punished in the mid lane. Got a little bit too close to the Silas. But the thing I was talking about is I would have liked to see Merit invade, take Tokumis's top side, take his red at minimum. Because now Tokumis, yes, he's behind in tempo. He did lose a bit as now Merit's on the bot side, but he's on a work. He is Tokumis is behind in tempo a little bit. However, he doesn't really lose too much. Like he still can farm his jungle, gets away with it. So I would have liked to see Merit take some of the jungle, punish Tokumis going for that level 2 gank. As now, looks like Graves is going for the invade. However, Tokumis, you should know that Tokumis started bottom side of the map, so there isn't really going to be any up. Graves now going to elect for the reset, got the ward down, so should know when Tokumis is going to come back. As it looks like he may be looking into the mid lane, but he's going to get spotted out as Tokumis is hovering the side here. First strike going to be up in 30 seconds. We should see some resets coming through in just a bit from these laners. So definitely going to start prepping for the dragon as Tokumis looks for an invade.
Yeah, I definitely agree with you about Merit trying to punish that because jungle you kind of have to like chess pretty much like what your other jungle does. You kind of have to react to that. So like at least still the red buff, still Raptor or something, get a bit of a XP and gold lead. But I mean, so far this game's been pretty quiet. Not a whole lot happening. I don't think a whole lot should be expected in lane phase. Tokumis actually invaded in Merit.
Yeah, Tokumis is invading Merit. Merit does take some damage. Tokumis now, he is very low with the Hail of Blades already proc. Merit, I think he just 1v1s him. He runs up. Tokumis, he's going down. That's the flash from Merit. First blood going over to Merit in the jungle.
Yeah, that's definitely what you want to see from Feed the Dream. You want your grade getting ahead. As unfortunately, he kind of did the little step back on Tokumis there, had a flash for it, but in the end, first blood, you definitely take that for sure. So good stuff from Merit so far. He is one of our veterans in the league, I guess you would call him. Pretty well known in IBS.
Yep, and I mean, Merit definitely well played on the solo kill. I think he backed off a little bit because I don't know if he hasn't played against Vi or just doesn't have the matchup experience because it was very close. He was playing it safe, but if he kept going, he probably would have not had to burn the flash. However, he does get the kill, so Merit at the end of the day does pick up a kill. Solo bolo, single dingle on Tokumis Prime. He's got himself a lead now as topside. We see some trading going on. Ornn is almost level 6. He's going to try to chase down Chubby Chernobyl, but Chubby Chernobyl is just going to walk away. Hyperion, maybe going for the Drake as Attila. He doesn't have a flash. He looks like he might get Bolo. That's going to be damage coming down from Stylus. But here comes the team to save the day as Attila will pick up the kill. An uncool squash going just a little bit too close.
Yeah, especially too, because bot lane should have at least pinged or said something out that they're at Drake most likely because they were pushed in. So Squash getting a little too aggressive there and gets punished for it, but a good team play overall by Hyperion there.
Yeah, I mean,
about to go in here.
Yeah, and the bot side, it looks like Tokumis maybe looking for something, but can't find anything there. As the kill, like you said, Uncool Squash going a little bit too aggressive. Maybe didn't know they were on the Drake. Be a bit of miscommunication, but Uncool Squash does unfortunately get punished. He is playing pretty well, I'd say, in the 1v. Is punishing Attila is in the bot side. That's some damage coming down on to Hyperion's bot lane. In what I've seen so far is that both these teams, they like to play it slow. Looks like they're playing for scaling. They're playing for late game as Attila in the mid lane is going to lose half his HP. So we'll go to 50%. As in the top side, we might see a 1v1 tomorrow. Some damage. Just keeps autoing him. Gonna get the grass tomorrow. Has to walk away maybe for the re-engage, but he's not going to go for that one. Sidesteps the Q as Merit is on his way to the top side. Maybe a dive potentially coming through from the side of Feed the Dream. That is a big wave. Merit now level 6. We'll see if they are going to go for this dive, but it looks like it's going to get called off. They're not going to go for the Ornn. They say it's too risky. They don't want this one. as Tukumis Prime is level 5 while Merit is level 6. As Uncool Squash will take the ultimate. Tukumis Prime is going to go in, but a nice dash out from Uncool Squash. As Feed the Dream now, they're going to send 3 down mid. They say, we want to come after you guys. Looks like nothing is going to happen.
It's Cloud, by the way, for this one, so it's only you.
All right, I have to carry again.
You have to carry.
It's just an FF angle.
Yeah.
Kidding. But now we see Silas with the ultimate. So definitely need to watch that as we look into the bot side. Maybe a bit gank, but it's just gonna get happen. And meanwhile in the mid lane we see Uncool Squash go in. Attila does have the flash. Uncool Squash goes forward with the Kingslayer. Attila with no mana doesn't have to burn the flash though. Tukumis Prime is back into the mid. Maybe look engage. He has the ultimate. He will pop it on to Uncool Squash. The TPs are coming out. Looks like they're going to look to turn on to Tukumis Prime. They won't be able to get him. Attila, though, is very low. Merit maybe with the solo bolo, but a flash out from Attila. And it is going to be nobody going down. Chubby Chernobyl, he does burn the TP in the mid lane. Double flashes from the side of Hyperion. And now we're going to see them invade on to Tukumis Prime. He needs to be very careful because with Merit here, he could be going down. Tukumis, I don't know if this is a good play. And he goes down. Merit, nice heads up play, goes for the invade onto Tukumis Prime, kills him, and now gets the red buff as his prize.
Exactly what you needed from Feed the Dream. As Merit is now 2-0, looking very good. Squash is being really aggressive in his lane. Almost got punished, but the team was there to back him up. And in the end, it'll just be a 1-for-0 after a pretty long kind of scuffle there.
Yeah, and I mean, it just seemed like a little bit of a tussle, scuffle in the mid lane, like you said.
Yeah.
That just ended up with Tukumis going down. Merit in the jungle has been very solid, I'd say, in this game so far. Is now, meanwhile, on the bot side, we see an engage onto Nerf Snugglebot. Here comes into the side, maybe go turn his keep. He comes around, watch Nerf Snugglebot. He's going to get ignited. He's going to go down. Sammy 2 slap will actually pick up the kill. Now it's a 2v. Mystic Ozzy's going to be taking damage.
Oh, the whole
He's going to pick up
here.
one. Uncool Squash is going in, but the TP's response coming through from the side of Hyperion. Actually, not even TP's, just the players showing up. And Hyperion will turn that one around. It's going to be a 3-4-0, and Hyperion take a commanding lead.
A really nice map awareness there from Hyperion. It kind of looked like initially Feed the Dream were just going to kind of turn that a bit. But then Hyperion, the whole game just rolls up. You got 4 and bot, and you just hate that as an ADC. There's multiple people in your lane for no reason.
And we see in the replay here, it was really well set up from the side of Hyperion. You see Attila going in. He has the ultimate. He's first to move. This forces Uncool Squash in a position where he either has the TP or he pushes mid. He has mid pushing, doesn't go for plates, elects to TP, and unfortunately for him, it is just a disaster because Merit was not there. It was a 3v4, and obviously you cannot cancel TPs, so he gets punished in that play. So Hyperion, nice heads up play, started by Sammy 2 slap, and Attila is in the top side. Might see a solo bolo. Ornhorn comes out, not able to kill Chubby Chernobyl, has to burn the flash, does stay alive. Bot side, Mystic Ozzy maybe looking for an engage here, but elects not to, as the Drake is up. It is that Cloud Drake, is the second one in this game. As Ornn has TP, Cho'Gath does not. That's the rip going down into the mid lane. And Kobe, who are you favoring if there is going to be a team fight?
I actually favor Hyperion, especially now with Mars on the TPN. He does not have the Ornhorn, but Leona's gonna ult in.
Yeah, they look for the engage, but that engage is not good enough, as that's Leona ult going to be burnt now, and that's key ultimates from the side of Hyperion. It's going to come down to execution here, and now here we go. We're going to see Silas going in. Low 5-foot fetish is going to get hit up, and that's him almost going down. He's able to stay alive. Will be going down. It's going to get traded back. It's a double kill for the side of Feed the Dream. Merit is running forward. He's looking for the triple. Will he be able to pick it up? He's going to not be able to. Actually, maybe might get Attila, but double kill going to go over to Nerf Snuggle. But Feed the Dream, play the team fight perfectly, and are able to get a 4-for-1 and the Dragon.
Yeah, this game is kind of ping-ponging back and forth now, but after that failed Leona ult engage, I think Hyperion, they got a little greedy to try to set up Drake, and they got punished for really hard. It's because of this Graves, like his collateral damage, like That's all his like AoE and his kit, and Seraphine too is able to chunk all of them out. It was a really good initial gate, I think, by Ozzy to kind of find that little hook on who was it? I forget who it was, but really well played. And Silent ult and backline was really great too. But overall, a really well played team fight for Feed the Dream. This game is going back and forth.
Yeah. So, it was well played. Sorry, I'm having to answer D5. Feed the Dream did play the fight pretty well. Hyperion, they had key ults down. Ornn did not have his ultimate, and I believe Leona did burn it earlier, and Kai'Sa did not have ult. So for Hyperion, they didn't have their key ultimates to engage the fight, and unfortunately for them, they end up losing the fight. Feed the Dream now has a lead in this game. Merit is huge on the Graves, which is what they needed for this comp to succeed, and it is going to be the Ocean Drake coming through, so Kobe, we both lose. It's a rest in peace. But we'll see what both these teams are going to do. Turret platings are now down. Drake spawning in 3 minutes and 30 seconds here. We'll have to see which team is going to look for that Drake. Kind of going to be in a lull state. We'll see if anything does happen. Merit, though, he's got 94 farm. He's farming up in the jungle. He's having a...
Yeah, I think both these teams are pretty like 5v5 oriented teams too. So the team fight is definitely later as Mars are going for a little trade. Are going to be pretty hype, I think. Especially because that was 1-1 Drake. So this game is kind of still very even. It's only a 600 gold lead for Feed the Dream. Not a lot of turret play taken by any team so far before it went down. So a lot of missed out gold there. But, you know, both teams, they're pretty even game back and forth.
Sorry, I'm answering something.
Oh, Tamar's gonna use an horn.
Solo Bolo, sorry. I'm having to answer like 10 questions as tomorrow he's going to go down in the top side. That was an Ornn was not enough. And he will get Solo Bolo. Chubby Chernobyl playing that pretty well as tomorrow will fall down. We did say tomorrow was on MIT, comes over, and unfortunately isn't looking too hot for him right now.
Yeah, Chubby Chernobyl is a Tyler 1 cosplay in the Shogath real quick. Can we see how many stacks Shogath has so far? It shouldn't be a lot, but that is something I think we should look out for later in the game. Has 5. Alright, that's not, I don't think that's too bad so far. That Shogath is going to be a big boy, so I can definitely see Kai'Sa going more towards Kraken Slayer. Just for the Nautilus and the Shogath, because if you can't kill Shogath, you're not really going to be able to get back on Feed the Dream's backline, and Merit and Snugglebutt are just going to be pumping out a lot of damage.
Yeah, I mean, obviously eyes on Merit this game. Eyes on the Graves. What can he do? He already has his Mythic compared to Tokumus. Really isn't strong, really isn't online. He has the Serrated Dirk, a longsword, and the Tab Eyes. So he's not very strong in this game. It's going to take a while for him to scale up. As you see, Merit is now level 10, while Tokumus is level 8. So he is clearly behind in this game. So he's going to need to pick it up. However, Attila and Lo-Fi Foot Fetish are very strong in this game. Attila 2, 1, and 3. As meanwhile, we see an engage onto the Seraphine in the bot lane. Nice CC lock coming through as Lo-Fi Foot Fetish trying to go forward. That's going to be the count of Nerf Snugglebutt. He barely stays alive. Lo-Fi Foot Fetish not able to find the W on to Nerf Snugglebutt, and Nerf Snugglebutt gets out with the skin of her teeth. Will stay alive. As meanwhile, it looks like Feed the Dream possibly on the top side going to take the Rift Herald. And we'll see where Merit is going to put it. Drake up in 30 seconds.
Yeah, I think that was pretty unlucky from Hyperion, because I think Leona played that pretty perfectly, honestly. It was got right on top of the Seraphine. Seraphine, like you said, skin in her teeth, able to survive there. But, you know, there's a trade of summoner spells and ults down there. We do have Ocean Soul spawn in now 10 seconds. See who they want to fight over this one. Because I think this would be a very long game, honestly. To be back and forth, and whoever is going to grab this Ocean Soul is going to be at a very big advantage, as it looks like Hyperion is postured to start it up right now. Yeah, they're going to start dragging it out, but Feed the Dream is also here to answer for it.
Yeah, and we're going to see TPs coming out. Looks like a team fight is going to begin. However, low-fi foot fetish, no ult. Nerf Snugglebutt, no ult. Mystic Ozzy, no ult. These are key ults for the team fight, especially for the side of FTD. They don't have that Nautilus Engage or Seraphine Charm. So for the side of Hyperion, I think they're actually favored in this one. We'll see if they're going to be able to pull it off.
Definitely.
Attila is on the side, though. He has to go catch that Rip Herald in the mid lane. Mystic Ozzy's ult coming back up. They're looking on to Merit. Now Merit gets bursted. That's all their damage, but it looks like Merit's going to stay alive. Took him his prime into the front line. That's a huge ult coming through from the side of Hyperion. But Attila, he's not here. He walls the wrong way. And Hyperion, they're going to lose the fight. Beat the Dream with a 4-4-0 as Attila wasn't able to get into the fight. And now he might actually get ran down. That's the flash forward from Uncool Squash as he almost ends up dying. But yeah, Attila was not in the fight.
Yeah, I think Hyperion, it felt kind of the rush because the Seraphine and Nautilus were both coming off cooldown very soon. So I felt like they had to make a play there, but in the end, it was not the right play. Because Merit is doing a lot of damage right now. But it was, honestly, I mean, despite like the kills on the board, it was a very close fight, like health bar-wise. But Feed the Dream definitely at a big advantage in this game now. Got the second Ocean Drake. We'll look to start stacking them.
And in this fight, obviously you see Merit get engaged on. You think, okay, maybe Merit's going down. But if you watch mid, look at where the ult was used. Attila was trying to ult off the Rift from the mid lane. He was trying to get it to not hit the tower. And because of that, he wasn't at the fight. And he ended up kind of not, I wouldn't say, you know, throwing the game, but he definitely was not in a major fight. That Hyperion needed him because he's a lot of the gold for the team.
Yeah, and unfortunately, the tower still went down too. But be interested to see if Attila was there, how that fight would actually turn. 'Cause I think Hyperion could have won that fight if he was there.
Yeah, and what makes it like a little weird to me is I haven't really seen Attila play Talia, so maybe it's like something that's deep down in the pool. It's good against the Silas that he think. But it, I mean, he had one very good ultimate when he went into the bot lane and made a proactive play. But otherwise, that ult there,
yeah, it's kind of
doesn't really work out for him and ends up hurting his team a little bit.
The idea was there. The idea was definitely there to stop the Rift Herald from charging.
I don't even know if that's it. I don't even know if you can do that. I don't play Talia enough, so I don't know. Maybe someone in chat knows if Talia Aura can stop Rift charge into the tower, but I actually have no clue because I don't play the champion and no one plays Talia anymore. So I really don't know. So if anyone has any clue, that'd be great. But yeah, I mean, he wasn't at the fight, which is just the main thing. He needed to be at the fight for Hyperion. He's a lot of their damage. And it honestly, if he was there, I think Merit died. Because with the CC lock coming through, he can flick Merit back into his team, into the rocks, in his Eve, and just one shot. Merit dies. He's not living. But he's not there. He can't follow up onto the CC, so unfortunately for him, he's not able to get the kill. As meanwhile, that is over. We are now looking at Hype pushing down mid wall. Here comes the wall out as Uncool Squash going to show up in the mid lane. Maybe we see a bit of a re-engage because Talia is not here. Now Talia, if they want to, that's going to be the charm coming through onto 2, and those 2 should be going down. The re-engage is coming out, but it's just not going to be enough. That's already 2 deleted from the side of Hyperion, as a flash forward from Mystic Ozzy won't be able to find anything. And with Baron up, Feed the Dream can just go straight to the Baron.
Yeah, really good. I guess punish right there, because again, Attila was just not there at all, just in bot lane, and really good punish from Feed the Dream. Now they will get Baron for it, and this could be this game changing. It could just be game ending, honestly, if they play the Baron outright. They'll just be able to get the third Drake, be on soul point, kind of put Hyperion like on a big timer. Ooh, Talia wall.
Yeah, Talia Wall comes out. Tomorrow is going to get caught here. Drake down the 4K. Tomorrow has to run away, but it looks like Tomorrow probably will just go down. He's sidestepping a lot, but he's going to get knocked up by the Rupture. Meanwhile, Attila is taken very low. That's going to be the Stolen Horn coming out onto Lo-Fi Foot Fetish. Lo-Fi Foot Fetish has the flash, has the heal. He's going to like to go in. Snugglebutt, but it's not going to do anything. As Hyperion, they need to run away. Why are they trying to re-engage? They've lost the Baron. Why are you still here? They're getting engaged on. Attila can't really do much but watch his team fall as Feed the Dream are just rolling over Hyperion. They've got a 16-5 kill lead, make it 17. They have a 7K gold lead in this game, and they're going to be looking to crack the base.
Yeah, ever since that one fight at Drake for the initial, what was it, Ocean Soul or Ocean Drake, like the game has been blown wide open now, and Feed the Dream, they're really good there. They not only did they get Baron, they also kind of farmed them at Baron too. Like you kind of wonder like what Hyperion was doing, like especially after Baron was gone. He's got to run away at that point. So they just gave over a lot of gold and a lot of kills to Feed the Dream.
Yeah, and it just seems weird to me that after the Baron goes down, Hyperion is like, okay, let's look to fight this. Which, I mean, Hyperion does have a new top laner, and I don't think they've had the same roster every... Now, this is either saying that Hyperion is a bit weak, or FTD is actually really good. I think FTD definitely is better than we expected. We've only seen them play, I believe, 1 week, so it's very hard to kind of gauge their skill level. But they are looking very good in this game. Obviously, Merit 6-0 on the Graves, looked very good early game. And now Feed the Dream, they have the setup on the Dragon. They should be able to pick this one up. I don't think Hyperion are going to contest this one, because if they do, it could spell their downfall, as it looks like the Drake's going to go over, but Hyperion, they're kind of lingering around. If you're just going to give this up, give it up. And it looks like that's what's going to happen. Sammy 2slap needs to be very careful about being in that bush, because Chubby Chernobyl could be looking for the engage on the Cho'Gath. Merit is there. Rupture will come out. Attila is able to walk out of that one. The team is coming back in. And yeah, I mean, you see Attila, he just doesn't do enough damage to this front line. And I mean, Feed the Dream, they may be able to end off of this push. I mean, it's going to be very, very close, and Hyperion kind of has to fight them. But it's looking like, okay, no, they're going to walk topside, get the tower, so they're not going to end off this push. But Hyperion's in a really good spot. If they look to re-engage, tomorrow's going to... On to Chubby Chernobyl, Tokuba needs to be very careful. I don't know if this is the play. That's going to be the outcome. Now, Merit is actually caught here. Attila finds him, but there's so much sustain with the shield boat coming in. Now, Sammy 2slap going to get knocked up by the Nautilus, possibly. Looks like, no, that's one going down. Uncool Squash is looking for the backline. Looking for Kaisa. Will he be able to get it? He's going to go down. Meanwhile, on the front line, tomorrow will fall. It's a 2-for-1 for the side of FTD, and that looks like that looks like that will be all the fighting for.
Yeah, and now FTD can kind of push everything in. You don't really have to try to go for the end. You do have your R on soul point. You want to be like really safe and kind of wait that out, grab soul, and then you can definitely be able to win the game off that. They're just gonna keep trying and poke away at this mid tier 3 as Merit is pushing in top too.
Merit pushes in top. He gets that top tower, gets more gold into his back pocket. And if you're Hyperion, the game is most likely over, as we're going to go to a replay. So, Ornn thinks, okay, guys, Chubby Chernobyl's caught up. Let's get him here. Let's pick him off. It looks a little bit desperate. I think Hyperion here is just trying to play. Meanwhile, on the top side, you see Merit get popped. Almost gets one shot, but there's just not enough damage. Re-engage comes through from FTD. They're so far ahead. They end up trading 2-for-1. It all started off with Tomorrow trying to force a play that I just think wasn't a good force.
Yeah, I don't think so either, but a really good Seraphine ult to keep Merit alive there, and not giving over any shutdown goal, not giving really anything to Hyperion at all, except for that one kill. So yeah, I mean, Feed the Dream, they're doing really good at just finding picks and Hyperson's team fights that they know they can win, and it's executing off of that. And now this game was it was really close, like 15 minutes ish, and then now it's just blown wide open, almost a going on a almost 10k gold lead at this point.
And now that we're
still kind of doomed.
Now that we're later in the game, Ornn still isn't level 13. He still doesn't even have upgraded items, as you know, obviously those are going to start coming. But for the side of FTD, obviously we said Graves. If Graves gets fed, it's good. And Graves is fed, and we said if Graves gets fed, they can probably win this game. And with Graves being fed, with the Seraphine to support him, has a strong front line. Silas goes in, disrupts the back line. Feed the Dream should be poised to win this game. Now, I mean, the game's not technically over. Hyperion, they could get a couple picks, come back into this game, but it is looking pretty one-sided for the side of FTD, as looks like they're going to walk forward. Now, that's the engage onto Nerf Snuggle, but Merit's there, though. He's a lot of damage. I don't know if you want to go in there. Mr. Kazi is going to land the ultimate. Now, Ornn going to come out. Look, it's going to happen, and it is already going good for the side of FTD. That's Attila going to That is also Tokumis Prime going down. Lo-Fi foot fetish late to the fight, has to flash away. Cho'Gath wasn't even in the fight. It was a 4v5, and now Merritt's going over the wall. He's looking for the solo polo. I don't know if he can do it. Can he do it? He's healing because the more Immortal Shield Block comes out. He's doing so much damage. He will be able to kill Kaisa. He's now going on to Sammy 2-slap. He will be able to find that one too. The Seraphine healing coming in is huge. It's 4 dead on the side of Hyperion. Looks like 30-second death timers on the bot lane, 10 seconds on the mid and jungle. Will FTD look to end the game here?
I mean, I feel like Hyperion, like, they just keep trying to find picks out of desperation, but it's never the picks they want. They'll see one person, like, all right, this guy's has to be alone, but spoiler alert, they're never alone. They're all grouped together. Feed the Dream's doing really good playing together as, like, a 5-man unit. Like you said, that was a 4v5. And Feed the Dream won that pretty largely, I would say, but over a 10k goal lead now, almost 11k goal lead, but this game should be over by the time this Baron ends, unless Talia can somehow steal it.
Yeah, we'll see if Attila somehow steals this one. I highly
No.
Merritt will just secure the Baron. Nice smite by him. Drake up in 3 seconds. As Cho'Gath's already there. It's going to be really hard, that we never point out, really hard to steal an object. Cho'Gath, ult, and Merritt smite if they time that. It's just almost impossible to steal up the side of Hyperion. Now they are down 12k. Wall comes out, and they need to find some sort of miracle in this Drake. Maybe they give it up and they say, we just fight for Elder, but it looks like they're going to have to contest it. This is probably going to... I think they're already too late to this Drake. A Sammy 2-slap will probably go down. Hornhorn going to be confused. And this is Tomorrow looking for the engage, possibly. Now we've got a fight. That's going to be a huge Seraphine. All 5. And it's already 2 down on the side of Hyperion. Sammy 2-slap has to run away. Nerf Snugglebutt with the huge Seraphine ult. That's the hook landing. It is now 3 to the side of FTD. They got the soul, and it looks like they're looking to end the game.
Yeah, the strategy game here, but like Hyperion, like a lot of like the mistakes this game were kind of like self-inflicted. Like initially started with Tokumis and Jaden on Merritt.
All right, well, Uncool Squash is going to be going in. We got the spectator bug.
Spectator bug.
We're gonna, we're just looking around. We see the Nexus, you know, producer zooming in on the Nexus that did not explode. So actually, looks like they never lost, but kind of knew who was going to lose. Nope, looks like Attila and Lo-Fi Foot Fetish did end up living there. But yeah, I mean, FTD, they got the early lead, blew with it. I mean, that last team fight, I mean, it was a great Seraphine ult coming out of Nerf Snuggle. As we look at the damage charts here, Attila did do 17k, but I mean, Vi doing 4k, Graves doing 19k. Hyperion needs to go back to the board. They've got to find a shutdown because Merritt looked very good.
Yeah, and like I was saying before the game ended, like Hyperion's mistakes kind of felt self-inflicted. Like at first it was the invade by Tokumis that led to Merritt getting first blood. And then after that, like they kept trying to find these like kind of look like desperation kind of picks. They did have a good team fight early and bought, but after that, and when Feed the Dream won that first or second Drake fight, kind of just got blown open, and they kind of like felt panicked. I don't know, but they did fight a lot when they really shouldn't. And that's kind of what blew this game open, and Feed the Dream were able to snowball off of that pretty hard.
All right. Well, Feed the Dream, they take game number 1 in commanding fashion. But go down that easily. When we're going to go to a short break. Come back. We'll have Hyperion taking on FTD. Game number 2. Don't go anywhere. Alrighty, hello everyone, and welcome back. FTD versus Hyperion Shadow. We saw in game number one, FTD was on the blue side, Hyperion Shadow was on the red side. FTD playing a very solid game in number one. Um, we're able to get the early lead and just snowball that through to the end of the game. Was a very convincing win. Hyperion Shadow, unfortunately, taking the loss, had really one good play early game, but wasn't able to find anything much more off of it. So for game number two, Kobe, what do you change if you're Hyperion Shadow?
If you're Hyperion, I think you kind of have to be a bit more aggressive early game. It kind of felt like they did have one good fight in bot lane, but other than that, it kind of just rolled over and died a bit. And well, they did feel desperate. It seemed like a bit too, but they were making bad plays overall. So not only in the draft, but it's like the way they played. I think it definitely needs to be switched up. You kind of I think draft more early game oriented picks, see how Feed the Dream kind of react to that. Feed the Dream, they like to sit back and scale. I think both teams do, but as Seraphine is going to be banned away. They didn't like seeing that bot lane as Volibear would be banned away from Hyperion.
Yeah, so it looks like bans coming through from both teams. Obviously, like we said, red side FTD, blue side Hyperion Shadow. They did switch sides, as it is the Seraphine, Graves, and Viego banned away for the side of FTD. That is two out of the three champions that Merit does play. So as a Kindred up if he does want that one. And for the side of FTD, they ban away the Bully, Diana, and the Nautilus. So we'll see what they're going to first pick here for the side of Hyperion Shadow. It seemed like last time Nautilus and Leona had a lot of prio, but with Nautilus being banned out, Hyperion Shadow elect to take the Morgana, which can be flexed into a lot of roles.
Yep, Morgana. I think I don't know about this patch, but I think definitely last patch he's probably the best jungler in the game, but also can be really strong mid or support. It's a really good flex pick coming out from Hyperion early. Featuring
Mm,
first Ezreal.
mhm. And the blind as coming through from FTD. Now, that's very interesting because Ezreal can be punished. So we'll see if Hyperion does have a pick in the bot lane to punish this Ezreal. Um, now, looks like the Cho'Gath will be locked in. Also for the side of FTD, it did good in game number one. Why not pick it again for a game number two? The Ezreal comes in for FTD. Maybe we see like Ezreal Yumi, Ezreal Braum, something that's safe and scale. But I mean, I guess with the Cho'Gath, it's a front line, but usually when you pick Ezreal, it's kind of like a weak side pick, as we see the Aurelia hovered, and we'll see if the Aurelia is going to be locked in. As they are hovering the Aurelia and the Aatrox, and it will be the
Aatrox.
Aatrox locked in for tomorrow in the top lane. Was on the Ornn last game, didn't have the best performance, and now is going to be picking the Aatrox in this one. Jinx coming through from the side of Hyperion Shadow. Good pick. Now we'll have to see if that's going to be Morgana support or Morgana jungle. Now Morgana Jinx is a little weird. We'll see what it's going to be. As FTD are now going to pick the Kindred, like we said. Merritt plays a lot of the Graves, Graves, Viego, Kindred. These are all his picks. As actually they're going to deviate away from it and are going to look for a poke comp for the side of FTD. Going to be going with the Corky mid.
Yeah, I think that's what you kind of want from Hyperion. You want to put Tomorrow kind of on a carry. He is a more carry oriented top laner. But I do think Jinx is very good right now. Not only does she scale up really good, I think she has a pretty decent lane phase, especially against an Ezreal, depending on who the supports are going to be. But Corky, yeah, Feed the Dream definitely just want to kind of scale up, sit back, but Hyperion kind of need to punish that. You can't just let Feed the Dream do what they want and have an easy lane phase. And then come time like 30 minutes, there's going to be almost all online and then just blow all of you up as Kendrick did get hovered, but now banned away from Merit. I think that's kind of funny.
Yeah, and we see the Kindred banned away now. Now it was Hubbard, so I guess they're banning that one and the Ivern. So they're really targeting Merit in this game from Hyperion Shadow. We'll see what Merit still has in the tank. Now, he does have Zac that he likes to play. He's played a bit of Sejuani too, so can elect to pick a tank pick in the jungle if he needs to. Since a lot of his carries were banned away, and he's gonna start getting into these like picks that he's not necessarily super comfortable on. So maybe it'll be good for him as Alistar will be the next lock-in for the side of FTD. We'll see what Hyperion elect to pick up next year. They have the Jinx, they have the Aatrox, and the Morgana. We're going to see where Morgana is going. And for the side of FTD, electing to give Merit the counter pick as it's going to be Morgana Jungle.
Yeah, I think Jinx and Thresh, you can definitely play that a bit more aggressively. Try to get Jinx ahead. Should be really good. Oh, Moo.
Yeah,
Wait a minute.
yeah, the Amumu going to be the lock in for Hyperion
Morgana
Shadow.
mid.
Um, which I guess, yeah, then it must be Morgana going to the mid lane. We did say it's a flex, and the oh no, not
Silver Nidalee.
okay. So we're gonna see Nidalee locked in from the side of Feed the Dream. Now we'll see how Merit's going to pilot this. It is a poke comp coming through from FTD. They have the Corki, they have the Ezreal, they do have the Nidalee. They don't necessarily have the most reliable CC. I guess you have Alistar Engage and Cho'Gath Knockup, but that's really all they've got. So it's going to be hard for Nidalee to just land these spears in fights unless she's just poking. And for the side of Hyperion, you have the Morgana mid with the Amumu, with the Aatrox, with the Thresh, with the Jinx. But kind of like last game that FTD had, it's all really on Jinx to kind of 1v9 this game. I don't think there's a lot of damage on the side of Hyperion. They do have good tools to enable this Jinx. They have the Morgana E, they have the Thresh. And Mumu Ultimate, they do have good ways to peel for the side of Hyperion Shadow. But for the side of FTD, it's going to all come down to this Nidalee pick, honestly. Game one, it was eyes on Merit. What can he do? And game two, it's kind of eyes on him. He's picking the Nidalee, which we don't really see picked a lot in Silver, just due to the difficulty of the pick and how aggressive you have to be early on. You definitely have to know what you're doing to pick this. So Merit with a lot of confidence locking in the Nidalee in game number two.
Yeah, I think the Nidalee is also kind of weird too. Look at the rest of Feed the Dream. Like they just kind of all want to sit back and scale. Like they don't really want to fight that hard early game, but Merit on a very aggressive early game. I wouldn't say early game, but you have to be kind of aggressive early game. For Nidalee.
Yeah, and obviously do have to be very aggressive. Got to get something going for the side of FTD. And for the side of Hyperion, we'll see what this Jinx can do in this game because all the money is on the Jinx. It is Jinx 1v9 as we wait to get into the spectator delay. So we are just hanging out here. But Kobe, do you think this is going to be a 2-0 or will we see a game number 2 coming out from the side of Hyperion?
Honestly, I think it's gonna be 2-0. Because I don't think Hyperion. They don't seem like a team that's gonna be like interacting like that early with Feed a Dream. They just kind of want to sit back and scale like they do. But I think Feed a Dream has to outscale like infinitely better. Like, yeah, you do have the Jinx for Hyperion. But I mean, Feed a Dream, they have Ezreal, Corki, and Sho'Gath. And depending on that Nidalee gets ahead early, Hyperion's gonna be in big trouble. So I kind of favor them more.
But yeah, I mean, we look at the drafts. I like FTD's draft. I don't think it's like the best, but they're on theme, right? It's a poke comp. Like obviously, Corki, Ezreal, Nidalee, you're playing for poke. And for the set of Hyperion, it's a little interesting to me because, I mean, it. You look at the champions and how they interact, and it's a little bit like off theme. Um, for the side of Hyperion, I mean, I do like FTD's comp better just because it is on theme with the poke. Um, so we'll see. I mean, obviously, Hyperion Shadow, they are 1-1. They are that middle tier team. They can take games off of these top tier teams. And we said FTD Hyperion were very close. Um, so definitely going to be a good game. Um, and this game, out of Hyperion's jungler, I need to see Tukamis be like do something, right? Get someone ahead, make a play on the map because last game Merit was able to do basically everything. And unfortunately for the side of Hyperion Shadow, um, they had one good play, but like that was it for the rest of the game. And it was basically off of Attila. So I need to see Tukamis get stuff done on the map. I think he had an unfortunate game number one, and I'm looking for him to bounce back in game number two. Are we into the champ select yet? Yes, no, maybe. Okay. So we've just got about 30 seconds. Kobe, we'll do all Drake predictions and then we will head to a short break. Kobe, what are you thinking?
Infernal.
I'm going Cloud. We didn't get it right last game, so there goes our 100%, but we're still pretty solid. I don't know
Yeah.
exactly what we are. But we're still up there. We're above 50%. I think we're probably like 80% or something. So there's definitely that. But we're going to head to a short break. When we come back, Hyperion Shadow will be taking on FTD in game number 2, looking for the redemption arc. Stay tuned. Alrighty, hello everyone, and welcome back to game number 2. FTD Hyperion, there we go. We were seeing a black screen for a second as ripped the overlay for a second as FTD. Oh no, actually, Hyperion, my bad, wrong side. Are going for the invade here onto the bottom side of the map, looking to possibly catch out the Ezreal. Now there is a ward placed by Nerf Snugglebutt, so they're going to be found out looking for this invade. And it looks like red side now is going for the counter invade on to the enemy's blue buff.
Yeah, and I don't think they're gonna have any knowledge on if Mary is gonna be on their blue buff or not, because they don't have any vision put down anywhere. So maybe Barrett is just a big lead off of this invade, or we see some vertical jungling, but overall that invade kind of did nothing.
Yeah, I mean, they just trade vision on both the sides of the map. Now, Tomorrow just needs to be careful. He's going to place the ward. That's the binding coming down onto Chubby Chernobyl. Spear does land. Merit needs to be very careful because they're losing this 2v2. Merit's even going to get ignited by Attila. And Merit has to run away. He's actually just sidesteps the binding. Merit almost gets hit. The only problem is Merit now, he's
It's
super low. I don't know if he's going to be able to clear his jungle. He does have the smite, so he might be able to clear it. It has pot, so, but he's going to have to solo his buff. He will be very far behind of Tukma's Prime.
Yeah, I mean, that binding by Attila, it looked like a pixel off. It was so close, and I think Merritt would be dead to that hit for sure. Very lucky to escape with his life right there, but he will be behind a bit. So Mumu is already 2 camped, and Nidalee just now took red buff.
Yeah, and I mean, Nidalee, like we said, unfortunately tries to start on the enemy's blue, or at least cheese, and gets caught. And now, yeah, Nidalee is like 2 camps, 1.5 camp behind. And she's just really not having the best of time. Now, Nidalee will be able to clear, so there's still that. Amumu, though, for sure going to have the faster clear here as Merit pathing to the bottom side, Amumu pathing to the top. So pathing to the opposite sides of the map in this one. Chubby Chernobyl in the top side was taking some heavy trades, but was losing in the end. He does have the corrupting pots though, as now is going to get pulled back. Knockup will come through. Chubby Chernobyl is now popping through that last corrupting pot. Now we'll see if Amumu wants to dive top here. The wave is being slow pushed, so if Amumu does walk straight top lane, they maybe could dive Chubby Chernobyl. But with the silence coming through and the knockup, maybe they advise against it. As now Nerf Snugglebutt's going to get some damage done on the bottom side of the map here. Chubby Chernobyl will get pulled back by the chain. Has some mana, not a lot left. Is Merit now on the bottom side of the map. On the Nidalee, hits the spear. He isn't Flabber. So he will be going up for that one. Is now a Mumu. Obviously, with the tempo advantage, is looking in the mid lane. But with Uncool Squash, who does have the W to get out of that one, doesn't look like he's going to get anything. It took him us. He will be walking out of that one. Now Nidalee into the mid lane. This is going to be Corky jumping forward onto Attila. Spear is going to miss. Merit jumping forward for damage onto Tukma's Prime, but doesn't really do too much as Chubby Chernobyl is super low here. Already had to burn the flash. Now probably has to TP back to lane tomorrow. Did burn the flash in the top side also, as the Spirit will just go wide of Attila and Tukma's Prime. Merit not able to connect on that one, but now he is caught up in camps even with Tukumas as the TP from Chubby Chernobyl goes back into the top side.
Yeah, I mean, Merritt must play a bit of Nidalee. I'm kind of impressed that he's already caught back up with the Amumu after going down 2 camps and then needing to have his first buff. Yeah, overall, it's been kind of a shitty back and forth game. Not a whole lot bot side, but mid and top definitely.
Yeah, I mean, FTD and Hyperion, I mean, both playing well. Now that's the TP, like you said, out of Uncool Squash. So both TPs out of the side of Feed the Dream. They don't have those now, so we'll see if they're going to get punished. Now, Tomorrow keeps his TP, so if a Drake fight does happen to start, Tomorrow can look for the TP. Needs to be careful of the knockup from Chubby Chernobyl, and the silence can cancel the TP. but pretty quiet game early on, kind of like we saw last game, where not much was happening early. The only thing that really happened was Tukuma's going for an aggressive invade and getting caught here as Chubby Chernobyl takes more damage into the top side of the map. Merit, though, he is here. He might be looking on to tomorrow here, but he does need to be very careful. Chubby Chernobyl is very low. He has the spear. He will connect with the spear. Going to be jumping forward tomorrow. Is running away. Maybe going to get run down. Yeah, he looks like he's just going down. He's going to try to sit in the wave. Q3 comes out, doesn't do a lot of damage, and tomorrow will be going down. That's the flash from Merit. Burst Blood going to FTD.
Yeah, but I mean, despite Mary going down early, he's still all over the map and will pick up the first kill. But will be traded. Hyperion will pick up the first Ocean Drake. See what it is. I said Infernal, right? What did you say? You said Cloud?
I said Cloud. Yeah.
Cool.
Did you say, what did you say?
Infernal.
Mountain? Oh, you said Infernal? Okay, it's got to be Infernal then. Oh, we forgot to do predictions for this game, didn't we? Well.
Power Griefing. NA production.
Yeah, I guess we're griefing for this game. But you know what we can do? We can open up a prediction and we can say, what Drake is it going? What's left? It's
Infernal
Drake
and Mountain.
Right?
Infernal
All right,
and Mountain.
So we'll put that one in. We'll give it 2 minutes. Throw that one in as we got the predictions coming through. It's either Mountain or Infernal. It's literally 50-50. I forgot to do predictions for last game. So this game, that's a big rip. But yeah, it's kind of looking a lot like last game where Merit's able to get an early kill and kind of just snowball the jungle matchup. We'll see if it is going to happen again here for the side of FTD. It's kind of looking like the same game, just different person dying at the end of the day. Now Merit is in the bot side. Maybe looking for a gank on the Sammy 2-slap and Lo-Fi Foot Fetish here, as that's going to be the hook coming in. But now with Sammy 2-slap going in, he's going to get headbutted back. He's most likely going to be going down. Merit, I think you're targeting the wrong one here, as Sammy 2-slap actually gets out alive. I thought Sammy 2-slap was going to be going down. That's actually the hook. This is going to get turned around as now Merit, he's going to get played backwards. He's going to be taking a lot of damage. Sammy 2-slap goes in, but does he go too aggressive? And now Lo-Fi Foot Fetish goes too aggressive. It looks like it possibly could have been turned. The flash forward from Mystic Ozzy. Oh, he's able to get Merit. Lo-Fi Foot Fetish stays alive. He's going to be kiting. Will he be able to take down Ozzy? That's the headbutt coming through. Or, I mean, the pulverize. And it's going to be a 2-for-1 on the bottom side of the map here for FTD.
Kind of a fiesta down in bot lane. Good mechanics by Lo-Fi to pick up at least one kill. Almost got two. I've been really surprised, but it did look like Hyperion got out alive. But then they went back in and kind of, I mean, it was a 1-for-1, or no, 1-for-2 in the end. But you know,
yeah,
kind of a fiesta.
Yeah, and as we look in the replay here, you think, okay, it's going to get turned possibly for Hyperion. The biggest misstep, Sammy is playing Thresh in his front line, and you're not very tanky as Thresh. I think Mystic Ozzy actually had a bit of a misplay. With the flash forward headbutting, I mean, yes, it's a decent play. And also, Merit should have just stepped back. Like, why is he even there? You know Jinx is going to die no matter what. There's no point to risk your life. And he ends up a bit of a miscommunication by FTD giving over a free kill, but we're going to see a regank into the top side. We'll see if Aatrox is going to pop the ultimate. He did miss the Q3. Merit is walking forward. Maybe they look on it tomorrow. They need to be careful, though, because Aatrox may be looking to turn. That's going to be the World Ender, going to be popped, going to be looked on to Chubby Chernobyl, but here comes Uncool Squash. He's in the top lane. Q3 comes down, almost killing Chubby Chernobyl, but at the end of the day, it's a 3-man top lane. Uncool Squash able to pick up the kill to win the package.
Yeah, what do you used to call Corky? Yeah, a good rogue down by Squash. It did take a while for them to kill tomorrow, despite it being a 1v3. So it's kind of interesting to see what Tukumis was doing while that was going on. I think he did invade. No, he didn't invade. I think he was backing, but so kind of a free play there for Feed a Dream, as it is going to keep building his lead up. It is a 1k goal. We're still early. So Mary's going to go ahead and start Rift Herald.
Yeah,
got it.
He starts the Rift Herald. He's able to pick it up from Attila, but now he's going to get rooted. He's going to take a lot of damage. Merit has to jump out. He flash. We'll see if he's able to jump over the wall here. Does he have it up? The answer is yes, will stay alive. So he's able to pick up the Rift Herald and stay alive as Tukumis is a little bit too late to the play here as Mima bot side the hook is going to land on Alistar. Sammy 2-Slap going to taking that one. Mystic Ozzy does have the ultimate, has the Unbreakable Will, hasn't popped it yet. Alexia takes a lot of damage. I think this is too late. Mystic Ozzy goes down, doesn't pop the ultimate in time, and maybe just didn't think they were going to die.
Yeah, I mean, kind of a big bitch like we said, but I mean, if you're Feed the Green, you're kind of happy how early game's going. You do have the more scale and comp, but you are ahead early, so that's always good. They did pick up Rift Herald too. Wait, what?
Oh.
As Sammy's gonna carry this game, I guess. So
I mean, we can go back. We can go back. We can open up the time control. Let's see what happened in Nerf Snuggle. So he just gets hit with the hook and just bursted, I would assume. Yeah, he just gets bursted, has no flash. I guess he didn't have E either. So he just gets one shot, and really well played from Sammy 2-Slap. We see a lot of good threshes in Silver. In EDL, we've seen Major Lag. He had a very good thresh. High on Thresh. Marin's. A lot of Thresh players in Silver. Now Sammy 2-Slap. So this just seems to be the EDL pick here. The Thresh making the plays as FTD are actually down in gold in this game. Granted, a lot of the gold is on to the Thresh.
Yeah, they still have Rift Herald though. Interested to see where they're going to drop it. My guess would, I think you should probably give either Corki or maybe Ezreal if you give him all the solo gold and get the Ezreal like far ahead. Because this is a very poke-oriented comp coming out from FPD.
Here we go.
And they will try to give most of it to Ezreal.
Yeah, I mean, it's going to be shared between 3 people.
Yeah.
It'll get shared between 3 people. So it's 100 to everyone. It's not the best value that you would have liked. As meanwhile, in the mid lane, maybe looking at a 1v1. Attila is going to take some damage, has the ultimate. Binding will come out. Doesn't mean anything, as it's the Mountain Soul coming through for Summoners.
wow,
Rip,
we got
Kobe.
grief.
We're getting, it's GG or what?
Yeah, goodbye. No more stream. No more EDO.
Yeah, I mean, I forgot to pull out the script for today. So that's kind of my bad, guys. So give the channel points. Mountain Soul coming through. Give everyone their channel points as the hook will land onto Mystic Ozzy again, hitting those hooks off. Cool down as Uncool Squash looking to push the mid lane. Is 1-0 on the Corki, and Corki obviously does, once he gets a couple of items, does so much damage. So do need to be careful of that one. But what's interesting to me is Tukumis Prime really hasn't done too much. As here we go, we're going to see an engage. Unbreakable will be popped from Mystic Ozzy. That's the arcane shift from Nerf Snuggle, but looking onto low of by a foot fetish. Flash is coming out. That's going to be the ultimate coming through. Nice play. Nice hook. Ozzy goes down. Well played from Hyperion's bot lane.
Yeah, like you said too, like you do need Jinx to kind of 1v9 this game, beat all the damage, and it is going pretty well for the Hyperion bot lane so far. Still a very even game so far though. 1-1 Drake, so only about like a 400 gold difference. So, you know, a bit more, I would say. I mean, last early game's even.
Barrett, he's going to get caught here. There's a lot of CC from the side of Hyperion. I think Merritt's just dead. He flashes out. He maybe survives, but he's going to eventually go down. Double flashes burned. Actually, only one flash burn. My bad. From the side of Hyperion, they get the kill. And that is going to be another kill going over to Hyperion. Merritt going a little too aggressive.
Yeah, I mean, unfortunately, Tukumis did kind of think Merritt wouldn't die at the end, did flash for it. But yeah, Hyperion do look good, a lot better than last game. Let's see how they play out.
Oh, into the bot lane, and there's the lantern. As Uncle Squash, he's still going, and Ezreal will tag the Jinx with the ultimate. Nicely played from the side of FTD to respond into the bot lane.
Yeah, this game is ping-ponging back and forth, kind of like early game last game. See if Hyperion was not just let this game get blown open, as it does look a bit more even than the last game. As FTD will take first turret, so a bit of a gold advantage for them. Only 100 though, so that's like what like control word. Ooh.
Here we go, regank, or a gank into the top side, looking for Chubby Chernobyl, has the flash. Tukumis Prime does not have the ultimate. We'll see if the bandage toss will connect there. Looks like Tokumas is just going to back away. He's actually going to take the wave and help push for tomorrow, literally. As tomorrow we'll be pushing out that top side. Soul. Drake gonna be up in 2 minutes. Drake's 1-2-1. Baron up in 4 minutes and 30 seconds. Looks like Rift Herald will be spawning soon here, as Merit is floating in midair, guys.
My God.
You know what they call him? You know what they? I guess he's that crap. Spectator delay. My boy Merit's floating. Oh my God. He's even got the shit. Riot Games, what's going on here? Yeah, Merit, the last airbender. I guess that is true. He's just Avatar as he floats in the air. I think he's back on the ground now, though. I can't really tell, to be honest. Nope, I think he's still in the air. Nope, he's
still floating.
Yeah, he's chilling, as we might actually see a Rift breakout. Now, Jinx is not here. The hook will land on to the Herald. Sammy 2 slaps taking this in. That's a little too aggressive. Jinx is still not here. Maybe they can stall this. And Jinx ult is going to be in the Herald. It's going to go to Tokumas. Do they have the damage? Can they front to back this? Jinx still not in the fight for the side of Hyperion. Jinx needs to get here ASAP. Tokumas is still in the front line. That's going to be damage coming down. Merit is going to die. And now with Jinx here, they can clean this up. Hyperion looking to turn this W Chernobyl. He's very low. Uncool Squash. Will he die? It looks like he's able to cut it out. Nerf Snugglebot going for tomorrow. Will he be able to kill him? The heal comes out. No, he gets pulled back. Lo-Fi Foot Fetish picks up the kill. And what a turn of events. That was absolutely insane from both of these teams.
Yeah, overall a net positive game for Hyperion. They did steal the Rift Herald away and did get bit of a kill advantage there. Still a very close game. It seemed like the game just like bounced back for a 1K goal lead to both sides as Mountain Drake gets spawned now. So we might see another fight break out right away.
Yeah, we could see another fight breaking out for sure. Is Merit still floating? Yeah, I guess he's just gonna be floating rest of the game.
Oh my, right.
He's in the air. Look at him go. He might be going. Oh no. Merit's brought in the tech, guys, as Chubby Chernobyl maybe looking for something, actually going to get hooked by Sammy 2 Slap. Sammy 2 Slap's frontlining. This is way too deep, as maybe this is the fight for the side of Feed the Dream. Now we're going to see the engage coming through. That's a huge Q2 from tomorrow. If he can get the Q3, he might be able to find some kills. Nerf Snugglebot now frontlining with Uncool Squad, as FTD are able to pick up the fight 2-0.
Yes, it's going back and forth,
But FTD and the victors at the end of this fight will start backing the Mountain Drakes a bit. So, still a very, very close game.
Wait! Oh, wait, I thought it was stolen. I was like, wait, it's stolen. Yeah, but go ahead, my bad.
Yeah, so, I mean, you do kind of favor FTD, I think, a bit more late game, though, with, like, the power of their scaling. Shogath is 1-0-5. You do have Corky, who is 3-0-3. Ezreal's not doing that either. But you do have to just get on that Jinx late game if you're FTD, or Jinx to get Reset City off of you and clean up your whole team. So, I mean, this game does look like it's going to be dragged out. Not like last game where FTD kind of blew it open off a few picks. So we are in a close battle here in game 2.
Yeah, very close for game number 2. Gold is only 600 for Hyperion. It is pretty even. Sammy 2 Slap is going real ham with these engages. He's playing really aggressive. I think he needs to chill a little bit going for these huge aggressive engages, because usually you want your Amumu to do. You just help follow up, or you help heal the Jinx, who is all of your damage here. As Corky now 3-0, has the Immortal Shield bow completed, probably building towards the Manamune next. So we'll see him complete that one. As for the side of FTD, Merit 8 KP out of 9. Meanwhile, we're going to be looking into the top side as Tokumas Prime, maybe looking for Chubby Chernobyl. He has the ultimate, decides not to use it. Everything does go wide. But here comes the boys from Hyperion. Will the hook land? The answer is no. As now the Rift Herald is put into the top side. Toa taking some damage. And
I think FTD wants to fight here.
FTD possibly looking for a fight. Ezreal comes down. Sammy is able to land the hook, and now the fight is going to be knockup's going to be. That's going to be the Cho'Gath. Oh, it's now going to look good for the side of Hyperion. TP comes out. Corki going in with the package. How much damage can he get done? Can he carry this fight? He finds one. Will he be able to find two? Nerf Snowball in the backside. He's kiting. He's kiting. He's looking for tomorrow. That package did so much. Lo-Fi Foot Fetish is getting taken very low. He might go down. He's going to have to flash. But here comes Nerf Snowball going forward. Is the ult there? The answer is no. It's being cleaned up from the side of FTD. Land. Uncool Squash stuck in a 2v1. Will he be able to find it? He needs to dodge everything. He dodges one. He's not able to dodge two, but that doesn't matter. He will find one. It's a double kill going over to Uncool Squash. He's looking for the triple. Will he be able to find it? The answer is yes, and beat the dream. They ace Hyperion 5 for 4 off the back of their carries, Nerf Snugglebutt and Uncool Squash.
I guess you can call Squash a janitor. He's on cleanup duty right there. But FTD, they look like they wanted to fight. It was a really good initial engage by Sammy on with the hook for Hyperion. It looked really good, but then Squash TP'd in. Ezreal was also able to get out a bunch of damage there, so really well played from Corki and Ezreal there.
Yeah, and as you see this, like, this is just utter domination from the carries. Nerf Snugglebutt and Uncool Squash played this so well. As, I mean, Hyperion were trying so hard to stay alive. That healing coming through from this was clean. Nice W over Attila's binding, and then because of that, he's able to find the kill. If that lands, maybe, just maybe Uncool Squash goes down. But he's able to stay alive. Now, 7-0 on the Corki. He's so big in this game.
Yeah, but it's still, despite that, like, Hyperion do have the goal lead, and they do have a 3-1 turret lead, as a Malin Drake will be spawning in less than 90 seconds, so both teams probably going to be looking to make their way down. So be sure Noble might have TP available for it. See what he does with that once they're pushing the wave, because the Morgana kind of has to go up there, start walking over there about like like a minute 45 seconds ish. That's it. I mean, everyone is his top, I guess. I mean, they're doing the NA calls.
And
want to fight for top side.
I don't know.
The scuttle. It's It's the, you know, the mind control. The top scuttle is actually the most contested object. In all of League, you know, it is really just insane how it brainwashes teams to come. As we see, some rockets are starting to land here now. Drake up at 38 hook, just barely misses on full Squash here. Looks like he's not very cool.
Chubby Chernobyl has TP back up.
Is with the TP from Chubby Chernobyl. Can TP down to the bot side. Drake 25 seconds away, and now we got to see what can FTD do with their poke. They have the rockets, they have the Ezreal, they have the Nidalee, and Nidalee's going to get hooked here, and he's going to get stunned up. Barrett automatically already goes down, and now it's a 5v4. What can the carries do? Uncool Squash is staying alive. Mystic Ozzy going forward for Tokuma's Prime. That's going to be so much damage coming out. Nice hook. And now Sammy's going to join the front line. It looks like the carries from the side of FTD are still alive, but look at the Jinx though as the rocket will land. Attila's running forward. Chubby Chernobyl can't do enough damage, nor can the Corki, and it's going to be an ace for the side of Hyperion Gaming. 5 for 1.
Yeah, really well played there. Jinx got Reset City, kind of went wild on everybody. Will stop the Drake stack from FTD2 and now have about a 3k goal lead. So this game kind of get blown open a bit. It's still very winnable for FTD if they play it right. But overall, it's a really good engage. You think like the poke comp, like let's poke them out, but no, Hyperion just went right in on all of them.
Yeah, and the replay, I mean, we don't get to see much of it, but obviously the first engage, Merit gets caught. Big for him to get caught. Now that's one of your key members down. As now from the side of Hyperion, they're already taking the Baron. They should be able to pick it up, and Baron! Nicely done by him. He's able to steal it. I was just talking about Merit getting caught, but he saves the day. He steals the Baron for FTD and keeps his team in it.
Yeah, can we get a replay of that? Oh, yeah, this game is back and forth. Oh, my God.
Hopefully we can get a replay. We'll see if we're able to. Maybe not, maybe. But, you know, Merit able to steal that Baron. That was extremely well played from Merit. He gets into the pit, able to smite it away from Tokuma's Prime. And even on the Nidalee, he's able to find ways to benefit his team. Even if it's stealing objectives, Merit able to pick that one up and feed the dream. They stay alive in this game with the Baron buff. How much can they get with this Baron?
Yeah, it's really, you're wondering. I mean, I think Cho'Gath are they just all gonna roam mid? Corky is going down bot lane. I would like to see Cho'Gath go top and keep pushing out waves, try to get the tower. Because I think no one's that's gonna answer it for Hyperion. Wow, this game is a banger, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, it's super close, unlike game number 1, which was very FTD favored. And now the Drakes are 2-2. Obviously, like we said, the Baron goes over to FTD, but they just don't seem to have any tempo right now. Meanwhile, Cho'Gath is knocking on that top side. So maybe, just maybe, Cho'Gath is able to get a tower here, but they are losing their mid-tier too. And with Corki in a side lane, they need to probably bring him mid, as that's going to be a root landing. That is Alistar's HP bar gone, so going to have to reset there, as Cho'Gath was able to pick up the top tower, so did get some gold, but Hyperion still in the lead in the gold department.
Yeah, the game's so close though. Like it doesn't really feel like any team has a real goal difference over the other. So Mare's getting caught out.
Yeah, Marin gets
dead.
caught again, and he just goes down. Jinx ult was used just in case, but Marin's again getting caught. He's gotten caught twice now, and his sins are not being forgiven from the side of Hyperion. They're going for a merit. They don't want him to be alive in this game. And Jinx with 3 items is now online, working towards the 4th. So strong, as now they're going to hook Cho'Gath. And Sammy's actually going to use the ult to disengage, because Aatrox, he is in the top lane. Looks like Hyperion did not want to fight that one.
Yeah, I was wondering, like, I guess the next fight is going to have to be at Mountain, unless some team gets a bit, impatient and just wants to go ahead and fight. The Baron should be expiring very soon for FTD. But in this game, it's a lot closer than game 1 for sure.
Yeah, a lot closer than a game number 1. And Drake going to be up in a minute 20. It's going to be so important for FTD to get there first. I think with their comp, they have to get there first. They have to be able to set up. We'll see if Corky is going to have package for the Drake, because if he is, that is huge for the side of FTD. If it doesn't, then it might not even be a close fight for the side of FTD. They need the package in these chokeholds, and they need to play for poke. They need to get people down to 50% HP. They need to get them low, especially if one spear lands, if one rocket lands onto Attila or onto Lo-Fi Foot Fetish. There goes your HP bar.
Oh, yeah, Merritt has landed, I guess.
Yep, he was going to the moon. Oh, he's back, baby. As Barrett is back on the ground, he's no more airbending.
Yeah.
As chat like to call it, is 20 seconds until this Drake spawns. It looks like Hyperion has River Prio, even without a Mumu there. It's 5v4, and Aatrox does have the TP, can look for a TP flank, but now FTD is walking in. It looks like they might be able to get in charge of this river. Cho'Gath already going to get hooked up, but look at Tokumis though. He's maybe trying to go in. As you see, Uncool Squash, he has the package. He's going to go over, as it looks like Uncool Squash is in the air. And now that Chubby Chernobyl already going in. Now Uncool Squash, he has the package. When is he going to use it? It looks like never, as now he uses it. Backline finds himself 2 kills. And now it's a 3v3. The fight has been turned around all by Uncool Squash. Tomorrow's going in alone. The only carry alive for the side of Hyperion is Lo-Fi Foot Fetish. 3v3. Can they get into the pit? Uncool Squash is maybe looking. He's going to try to get into the pit. But is this fight more Tokumis? The only way he's able to steal this is through a rocket, and he's not able to. It's a 2-for-2 for both of these teams. Uncool Squash carrying the fight, but maybe we see a bit more come out of this as he kills one. Now he's going to be going for the Aatrox. He's going to flash away. Uncool Squash is alive. Tomorrow flashing forward. I don't know if you want this, as that's 4 kills in the team fight. Uncool Squash looking for the unofficial penta. Will he be able to get it? The answer is no, as he's trying to chase down. He really wants this kill. Took him as he's running away, but he's going in the wrong direction. Is he going to get ran down by Merit? He will pick up the kill. Uncool Squash, baby. 12-1 on the court.
Yeah, Uncool Squash is hard carrying this game. I did say before game 1 that I think he is probably the second best mid laner in this division behind Spy. And he is showing his case for maybe even the best mid laner. He's hard carrying 12-1 and 5 on Corky. He get that shut down too, so has a lot of gold to spend. Will get the Guardian Angel now, so he is going to be a big target for Hyperion. They want to win the next team fight.
Yeah, and obviously it's the Uncool Squash show. And now we got Alistar in the air. Let's go.
Oh my!
Look at him.
I thought there was only one airbender left.
Yeah, it's the last airbender. It's Alistar. Is Alistar the last airbender?
Yep.
Chat? Maybe our prediction should have been who's the last airbender. As Cho'Gath is going to get hooked here. He's really tanky. So he's just chilling there. But yeah, Corki is so big in this game. He is 12-1. He's 4 items strong, but so is the Jinx. Jinx is the 4 items strong, working on the 5th, obviously not counting Boots. So both these carries, it is low 5-foot fetish versus Uncool Squash. Who can put out more damage? And we're going to have to see who will be able to win this game. The game is so close. It's neck and neck. Gold lead is even. Hyperion is on soul point, so do need to remember that one for the game. As Cho'Gath, he's going to get caught. Baron is up. We'll see if Hyperion elect to maybe start this. Now, Aatrox doesn't have TP, so my answer is that they're not going to try to start this because without the Aatrox TP, if you force a fight, Corki can just TP and then it's a 5v4. So probably not going to look to TP there as the spear comes out. Maybe looking for Sammy, but Sammy will just be fine. He's going to walk out of that one. Corki, he's coming back mid. And gold leads dead even. And this game is absolutely insane. And now Merritt's the airbender as he's in the air, I believe. Yeah. Oh, look at him. We got 2 airbenders. We got Alistar and we got the Nidalee. Kobe, what's going on here? Do we just got some avatars in the chat? What's going on?
I don't know, but I feel like Riot's sad if you get Cloud Soul, that it's just everyone on your team does that. Everyone's the airbender.
Everyone's an airbender. Looks like Vision was being cleared. And seeing Nidalee in the air is so much weirder than seeing Alistar in. Like, seeing Nidalee in the air because Nidalee's model is so small is the funniest thing. Like, look at, she's going through the wall! Like, what? Like, what is going on here? What's happening, Kobe? Is this the tech? Is this what FTD's hacking?
Yep. Small company, Riot Games, you know, indie company.
Did FTD just pay Riot so that their characters could float in the air so their hitboxes look different?
That's true. I mean, I wonder if, like,
Yo,
Hyperion can see that.
Is it just a
comp
comp rolling
roll?
incoming or what?
Yeah.
It's just
FTD
GG, I
is
guess.
out of the league.
Yeah, FTD is just out of the league. That's GG, I guess. As he's walking through the. He's an earthbender. Look at him.
No clipping. No
Yeah,
clipping.
he's no clipping. Is this creative mode, guys? As oh wait a minute, Hyperion. They're just gonna call the bluff. They're going straight to the Baron. There's no vision on this. This is going down. There's no way FTD can get
That's
here.
a really good heads-up play from Hyperion.
Yeah, Hyperion, they just get the Baron for free. And now they're going to have the Baron. Ezreal ult is used, but now they need to go to the Drake. They do have the Baron, so they can use that as they're going to be walking down. They're going to get mid lane pushing, and now it's a 5v5. Hyperion, they actually don't even have river control, which I thought they would have since Hyperion got the Baron. But FTD, they don't have river control as Mystic Ozzy will lose half her HP. And now this is Soul Point. This is the fight that decides the game. If FTD win this a fight, they stay alive. Mystic Ozzy's already forced out. It's now going to be a 4v5. Mystic Ozzy will get popped like a balloon. These bindings are landing onto the carriage. Chubby Chernobyl is going to get hooked in. He's now going to be taken very low as the Drake is going to be started off. It's now down to 5k. This is it.
So we got Farm Smite.
Took a miss. He's going in. He has the flash ult down to 4k, down to 3k. Look at Merritt. Will he be able to get it? As now it looks like Corki's found Jinx. Corki's found Jinx. And Jinx goes down. And now the fight's going to begin for real. And Tomorrow picks up the soul. As that's going to be the soul going over. And now Uncool Squash. It's all on you. You have to 1v9. Will he be able to? The answer is no. Nerf Snugglebutt stays alive. He's going to get ran down by Tomorrow. Can he kite the Aatrox? We'll see if he's able to. The answer is yes. Will stay alive. However, Hyperion gets the soul.
Yeah, Hyperion. That Jinx did pop like a balloon, but with Mountain Sword, that should definitely help. Why did Chubby Chernobyl like was not able to ult the Drake? Because still has ult. Mario just steals it away.
Yeah, I mean, as you see here, it was just down to it. Aatrox. As now we are back to live. Maybe something about to happen. But that was a good play by Corki, able to single out the Jinx. And even with Jinx dying, they weren't able to win the fight. So unfortunately for the side of FTD, they are in a bit of a hole here with the Baron, with the Soul for the side of Hyperion. 3 Mountain Drakes for them and the Mountain Soul. They are so tanky in this game. Now, here we go. Uncool Squash to jump forward. He has the GA. He's looking. Attila won't be able to find him, but now Sammy Dooslap might be caught out. He's going to get deleted as Attila needs to be careful. He will live. GA popped from Uncool Squash, but that is a pick for the side of FTD. 40 seconds until he is alive.
Yeah, the Jinx is very scary right now too. Has a pretty much full build. Can sell the boots though. But Jinx is going to be doing a lot of damage. So these team fights are going to be played for perfection by both teams.
Yeah, and one thing... Sorry. One thing I didn't point out for the side of Hyperion is that they now have the Mountain Soul. They get the extra shield, so the poke from FTD is not going to be as potent. Yes, it'll still hurt a bit, but with the shield you get from the Mountain Soul, it kind of negates all the poke that you would end up getting. So for the side of FTD, they need to find a miracle, and that miracle is off the back of Uncool Squash, who has been playing insane this entire game. 13-1-6 in the mid lane. It's now 36 minutes in. We might just end up seeing a flip for Elder and that decide the game.
All right, that'd be crazy to see. This game is it's still really close. I mean, despite Hyperion getting a soul, this game can still go either way, especially depending on who gets Elder. Does Hyperion have that big heads-up play to go Baron and call in FT's bluff? It was big IQ, right? It wasn't worded at all. They knew they're all probably getting ready for Baron. So a really good heads-up play from Hyperion there. And they did get Soul. So in the end, Hyperion with a small advantage. I wouldn't even say... I mean, every Soul is pretty game-changing, but still, it does not feel that way at all.
Oh my god! Nerf Snugglebutt, I guess, just get deleted off the screen. And now FTD, they lose Nerf Snugglebutt. They're about to lose Merit. That's 2. FTD, why? How did they even get caught? They just go down. That's 2 dead on the side of FTD. Baron is gone, though, so it is a bit harder to siege. But that's Merit, and that's Nerf Snugglebutt dead.
Yeah, I mean, still should be back up. He's fine for anything, but Hyperion is taking it.
Ozzy's dead. Ozzy's dead. All right, this Jinx is online. Full items just runs down Alistar. This is probably the game. I feel like they could just look to end here. Okay, or not. They're just gonna back off. Thought they could, you know, maybe just run it and end. But all right, they're backing up. They want to play it safe, I guess. Don't want to try to end up throwing the game. So now it looks like they're gonna run top side. Okay, they're tanking the top tower. They're gonna end up getting this. And yeah, Jinx. Oh my god, Jinx did so much damage in that fight. Jinx just ran down 3 people and killed them. Like, what was going on, Kobe?
It's a late game Jinx. I mean, Jinx still sell her boots and get more strong too, I guess, but we have to be very careful if she does that, because we not have a lot of mobility and just get popped instantly. If,
Ozzy's an airbender.
That's so funny.
And Nidalee! They're in the, I think, right? Yeah. Oh, Nidalee the airbender. Let's go. It's the airbenders. Kobe, what's your thoughts? Who's the next airbender? Is it going to be Corki, Ezreal, Cho'Gath? They got a team of airbenders?
I want to see Cho'Gath. That'll be funny.
Oh, Cho'Gath. They stop Patilla's back. That's huge. And now Jinx is back. Wait a minute. For the side of Hyperion, they need to disengage. They need to get out of this. Corki's going to be going in 1v3. He's going to be able to find one. He's going to be staying alive. This could be the game, actually. Oh, my God.
Oh, my
Hyperion.
God.
They just got caught.
It's a blunder.
Jinx ult is used. Sammy 2 slap. They have to run away. They gotta hope Jinx can somehow carry this one. 3 dead from the side of Hyperion. It's
They won't be up
only
for Elder.
Jinx alive. They can end the game. Just end the game. Just end the game, guys. It's 40 seconds. Oh my god.
I think
They're going back. They heard me. Okay, yo, whoa. Oh my god, that's Jinx. Jinx is dead. Jinx is dead. There's no way Jinx lives this. Please, Jinx. Will she be going down? She flashes away. Now, Aatrox is in the midst of all of them. They're getting really low. There's no way. It's 2v5, guys.
No.
Oh, no. But with the Elder up in 8
there's no
seconds,
Elder.
though. 8 seconds on Elder, yeah. As you said, they could just run to Elder.
Yep. I mean, I think it's the smart, safer play, too.
And now it looks like FTD, they're going for Elder. Will they be able to get it? And the answer is yes, they will be able to find Elder. Feed the dream with the Elder buff. Can they end the game is the question, Kobe.
They're at the at least one more fight. I don't think they can just walk down with Turret still in mid, with Elder still, but one more fight. Most likely the game for either team. But a really good pick off by FTD. Kind of a blunder from Hyperion. Got caught back in. Jinx was already back, so like really no damage on the side for Hyperion. And FTD punished it very well.
Matt Pizza, if you're watching this, can you go into EDL eSub and go look at the player? I'm busy casting. But FTD, like you said, they're able to find the blunder in Hyperion. They're able to catch people back, and they get the Elder. However, they got to do something with it. You can't just take the Elder.
Just go take Baron. Like you have to do something. You have to do something with it. You're right.
Because right now they're not really doing.
All right, pings are going on the Baron.
As MIT did 2-0 CPK, by the way. I'm a prophet. I'm just saying. I'm just saying that. I'm just saying that's what I said. Okay, I said MIT taking the 2-0. All right. My CPK believers work out so well for you guys. They're on some shade. As now, maybe... Oh, Attila's not able to catch any of them. And it looks like they are going to get the back. They were trying for the end. Elder is still up. You guys need to remember. Wolfite Foot Fetish just dies in the down. And now with him dead, this should just be everyone. 2 down on the side of Hyperion. No!
Go for the end! Go for the end! Go for the end!
Now 50 seconds down on Lo-Fi, on Sammy 2 slap. Kobe, can they end the game? They don't have a wave.
It's going to be really close. Yeah, they don't have a wave. They do have one coming out of base right now. They do have Elders, so towers are going to go down really, really fast. The Jinx should be up, at least in time. It's going to be really close.
It's 29 seconds.
Chernobyl's going to tank it.
They might be able to do this. It's 20 seconds now. If they're able to find one more, I think they can do this. As that's Corky just running. They might have found Attila. If Attila dies, he goes down. I think this is it. I think FTD, they're going to be able to win this game. They're now looking in him. Jinx up in 10 seconds. They're looking for the end. They can just run it down. Elder is now gone, though. They don't have it. Jinx up in 5 seconds. They're going for tower number 1. Here comes Aatrox popping the ultimate. This is going to be the fight to decide the game. The tower is not down. Now with the tower down, Sammy 2 slap going to hook in the again. Look at the backside. Corky, he needs to stay alive. Now Jinx. Jinx is getting a lot of damage. Jinx is getting a lot of damage. Sack City. That's
Reset
1.
City.
That's 2. She's looking for number 3. Will she be able to find it? That's number 3. Is this going to be the pentakill? It's the pentakill out of Lo-Fi Foot Fetish. He is able to get it. He just runs in and gets a penta. Oh, no. Kobe!
Oh, this game's a banger, though. But I don't think... Will they be able to end? They're just going for the inhib right now.
What if they don't end? Then
they won't have a wave for a while.
Wait, what is the lantern?
The lantern.
Lantern the minions! Minion, click the lantern! They're going to be looking for the inhib. Now they do have a wave. We're going to go back to the replay. Lo-Fi's pentakill. So well played. He gets out alive. FTD, they needed to do something here. Tomorrow just was able to just stall so much time. And then you see the Amumu go in. They're tanking the tower Thresh. I don't know if this is the play. Now they're going to be tanking the tower. Can we please possibly go back to live here, maybe? I mean, Jinx is trying to end the game. As you can see, wait, Jinx is trying to end. Jinx is trying to end. They're going to be able to end it. They need to get Lo-Fi Foot Fetish off the Nexus. It's going so low. It's down to 50. It's down to 40. It's down to 30. Will he be able to stay alive? Is he going to have enough? He is! And the Lo-Fi Foot Fetish will end the game. The pentakill. He runs it down.
The hero.
And Hyperion stay alive in the series. They tied up at 1-1.
Wow, what a game. What a bounce back from Hyperion, too. That game was an absolute banger. I think that's probably the best game on stream that we casted so far this season. It was back and forth all game, too. It's not like any team had like a big advantage the whole game. So a really well played from both teams. But, you know, the Jinx damage is massive and wow.
Yeah, I mean, clearly it was Lo-Fi on his Jinx versus Uncool Squash on his core. At the end of the day, Lo-Fi is able to get the pentakill at the end of the game and win. Lo-Fi Foot Fetish, extremely well played. Same with Uncool Squash. Definitely both the carries for their teams. Kobe, we are now going to game number 3. And after a banger of a game number 2, it should be a good one.
Mm-hmm.
It's just going to be absolutely insane. But we're going to be going to a short break. When we come back, we'll have FTD taking on Hyperion in game number 3. Don't go anywhere.
Don't try this yourself. It's extremely dangerous.
The fire makes the city look so bright. Close your eyes and just stay tight. We have to go. Stay with me while we leave. Don't worry, just believe me. This journey will relieve us. Stay with me while we leave. Stay with me while we leave. Don't worry, just believe me. This journey will relieve us. Stay with me. Stay with me while we leave. Don't worry, just believe me. This journey will relieve us. Stay with me while we leave. Stay with me while we leave. Don't worry, just believe me. This journey will relieve us. Stay with me while we leave. Stay with me.
All right, hello everyone, and welcome back to game number 3. Feed the Dream versus Hyperion Shadow. In game number 1, we saw Feed the Dream with a very commanding win. They took it to Hyperion. We thought maybe in game number 2, this would be it. This is when Hyperion Shadow gets 2-0. But no, off the back of low 5-foot fetish and his jinx, he pulls a pentakill. He saves his team. He saves the series, saves the game, and now we are going to a game number 3. Okay, well, go to game number 3. I mean, let's the banger solo cast is Nautilus will be locked in from the side of Feed the Dream here. We saw it the first time. I believe it was Feed the Dream that was on the blue side for game 1. Correct me if I'm wrong. Is that correct, producer? Was FTD blue side for game 1? Okay, so blue side for game 1, we saw them first pick that Nautilus. Now they're gonna get it again. Hyperion Shadow. They're going to be taking the Thresh here for themselves. And we'll see what the next pick for Hyperion Shadow is going to be. The Graves Viego and Seraphine all banned away from Hyperion Shadow. And now it's going to be the Varus. Oh, no, it's actually not the Varus. Okay, maybe it is going to be the Varus, as it will be locked in for the side of Hyperion Shadow here. And yeah, the Varus coming through. Pretty good. Um, as we'll see if it's going to be lethality or if it's going to be on hit. And now Feed the Dream, we'll see what they're going to be locking in next here in draft. With the Nautilus lock in, they need to be careful of picking a short range 80 carry, because that could be the end of them, as the Tristana is going to get locked in, has a lot of kill potential in lane with the Nautilus. So bot lane's already locked in for both of these teams. We'll see what the third pick for Feed the Dream is going to be. They are going to have to blind it, possibly going to be the jungle. They hover the Kindred. They did this last time, as this time the Kindred is going to be locked in for themselves on the blue side. And now Hyperion, we'll see what they're going to pick third here. What is it going to be with the Kindred lock in? We'll see if it's going to be, and it's going to be the Corki re-locked in for Uncool Squatch. He had a fantastic game for game number 3. He will be picking that one up again. And now Hyperion Shadow, they go into the ban phase. What do they want to take away? Obviously, Feed the Dream, they like the Cho'Gath top, and that's going to be the Cho'Gath ban. They want to see Chubby Chernobyl on something that isn't the Cho'Gath. So that's going to be banned away. We'll see what now Feed the Dream elects to ban. They do have the top and jungle. Maybe they pinch the pool of Tukumis Prime. As you see the Amumu going to be target banned away. Will the Vi be next? Because we did see Tukumis play Vi in game number 1. Possibly it could be banned away. I don't know if it merits a ban. Okay, I hate myself here, don't I? As now we're gonna see Hyperion Shadow. They do have another ban. Going to be the Gallia. Want to take away some global pressure, as the Mordekaiser insta response from the side of FTD. And now we'll see what Hyperion on fourth ban are going to ban here. What is it, or what fourth pick? My bad. What are they going to pick here? Is it's going to be the Jarvan, possibly coming through from Tukumis Prime on Hyperion Shadow. We'll see if that is what he does pick. It will be the lock-in for him. I mean, this series personally, I don't think he's been very aggressive, hasn't been for too many plays, but in team fights, he has been very relevant. So we'll see what he can do on the Jarvan early. And for the side of FTD, Malphite's always a good choice. We'll see if that's what they are going to choose into this one. Malphite can get punished in lane. So we'll see if Hyperion Shadow does have an answer to that, as it's going to be Malphite and the Anivia, however, for the side of FTD. Will they take it is the question. And the answer is yes. Anivia going to be locked in for Feed the Dream here. And for Hyperion Shadow, they now see where everything's going. What is the counter pick into the Malphite? You have the Jarvan, Corki, Varus, Thresh. We'll see what they want to pick into the Malphite. What can the punish be with Mordekaiser banned? Can't take the Mordekaiser into the Malphite, as it's going to be a Relia. And I don't think this is very good for the okay, never mind. It's going to be the Silas into the Malphite. Not a bad matchup. Obviously, Silas going to be looking to steal the Malphite all in team fights for sure. Um, but yeah, I mean, this game is going to be very interesting. It's game number 3, Feed the Dream, Hyperion. It's a huge matchup between both of these teams right next to each other in the standings. Hyperion 1-1. FTD did get that bye week, so sitting at 1-0. So Hyperion looking to knock down FTD, give them their first loss of the split, and FTD looking to continue their winning ways. They've gone to 3 games in every single series they have played. They did go against same strategy and one ended up winning 2-1. I believe had the bye week last week, I think. Um, and now obviously week 3 going up against Hyperion Shadow should be a good game for sure. Game number 3. We'll see if Low 5-Foot Fetish can pop up again. Didn't get the jinx this game. It was banned away, but is on the Varus. Like we said, have to see if it's going to be lethality poke Varus or if it's going to be the on-hit Varus for him. And for the side of FTD, Merit's Kindred has been banned away a lot. He hasn't been able to pick it up. However, he's finally going to get it in this series. What can he do on the Kindred? He is renowned for this pick in silver. The Kindred, the Graves, and the Viego, all of his strong picks, top 3 for sure. Looked a little lackluster on the Nidalee last game. He's looking to bounce back in game number 3 on the Kindred. Got one of his strong picks. So we'll see how he's going to be how he's going to do up against the Jarvan in the jungle here. Think we're just waiting to get into that champion select. Personally, for myself, I mean, we're not that far into the champ select, I would assume, but I'm gonna say it's gonna be an Ocean Drake this game. Okay, that's the YOLO. We're saying Ocean Drake. Um, I know Kobe might be dead, so he might not be able to what he thinks it's gonna be, but I think it's gonna be Ocean. So there is that. And around the league, I believe MIT, yes, correct. MIT did 2-0 CPK, so MIT was able to pick up that win. 1-for-1 on prediction. Looking good already. Able to predict that one. Looks like currently still in their series is who is in Big Duck Entourage against, I believe, Junior Burgers. And then, is that right? And then same strategy against the is correct. Um, so that is hold on. Um but yeah, that's around the league. Pretty interesting games. CPK, they do fall. I still think they're a pretty solid team. So make sure to pay attention to them. I think they're a solid team. Could go far into the playoffs. And Exernian's here to save me.
Dude, they're
10 minutes.
almost well, okay, so they're like halfway through the champion select right now. I don't know why teams take so long. Like you guys have already picked your champions. Mystic Aussie earlier in the chat was like, please tell Clutch I love him, and my name is Aussie, not Osborne.
Osborne, Mystic Osborne. That's what I'm.
Oh, now he's gonna say it. Mystic Aussie, look at what you've done to yourself, man. Yeah, I don't know where Kobe is. Like, rip Kobe.
Wait, is it Ozzy or Azzy? Say it
Aussie.
again.
Aussie.
Did I not say Mystic Ozzy?
I don't know.
Maybe it's just
I
because
feel
the
like
ways I pronounce my O's.
I feel like you're saying it right or close enough.
Ozzy.
I don't know.
I think well, my O's and A's are very pronunciated. Like they
Rip.
they sound a little different
It's
because I'm
Mr.
from
Sammy
Chicago.
2 Slap. You guys need to draft faster.
So that's probably why. Yeah, but Kobe kind of just like died, and I was kind of just like solo holding the cast,
I
and I
mean, you
wanted to
could have
drink.
thrown it to a break. I don't know.
I was waiting for the spectacle.
Not by choice. Come on, Sam. You gotta like tell everyone to have their champions like already, like you're hovering your champion already. Like, that's true. Tomorrow is taking his time. Chubby Chernobyl, they're taking their time clicking the champions, the ban. But yeah, I don't know, Clutch, like you said, I do think Varus is one of the stronger ADCs right now. Like Thresh in the hands of the right person, like we saw Semi 2 Slap playing that Thresh, a little overzealous sometimes, going for like every single hook. Like, man, you've got bigger guts than me. I don't play Thresh with that, that much confidence, I gotta say. Um you don't know how the band. It's okay, Chubby Chernobyl. I'm teasing a lot. Obviously as production, like, I like being on this side of the stream, and it's nice, but sometimes I feel like stuff just like drags on a lot because I'm not like actually doing it. I just feel like I'm waiting. So don't worry about it. I mean, we're EDL IBS. We're just here to, let everyone have a good time. Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
overall, B1 Nautilus was also brave of
Big.
FDD. That was a very brave pick. I don't think. Well, okay, if you're comfortable on Thresh Nautilus, they're both like very tanky champions, but it really depends how these laners will play like level 1 and 2, because obviously like the influence peak of Nautilus and Thresh is like once you're level 3, you basically have all of your abilities. Like sure, Nautilus ult is big as well, but it's like you're playing with Tristana and Nautilus. This is a really strong like diving bot lane. You're looking to be aggressive. You're looking for like these kind of aggressive forward plays. Like Tristana, she just wants to shove the wave in. And when you're Varus, like you see Varus TK so often because Varus is just like throwing his Qs, trying to poke, and he needs to step up. And when you're playing like Thresh, it really, really depends on how you play around your lantern. Like if you have flash, that's basically Varus's flash. You flash, drop the lantern, that's a flash for Varus, not you. But
Yeah, and
it depends.
yeah, I mean, it's going, like you said, it's going to depend on the support. It's going to depend on the Thresh, on the Nautilus, how they're going to play this lane. We're going to go to a short break now, but when we do come back, we will have Feed the Dream versus Hyperion Shadow, game number 3. After a banger game number 2, everyone's going to be ready for game number 3. So get your popcorn and get ready for game number 3. Don't go anywhere.
All right, welcome back, everybody, to Game 3. Cole went to go grab a drink real
Out
quick,
here.
a well-deserved one.
30
You're back?
seconds until minions
Oh, speed
Yeah.
run.
Yeah, it didn't take me very long. I just needed to drink some water. You know, we get the quick drink it up, and now we're back. As we got Hyperion versus FTD.
Oh. Okay.
Overzealous as Mystic Ozzy goes for the flash hook and
That's
isn't
the word of the day
able,
for the supports, I guess.
isn't able to find the hook there. Just hit the edge of the rock on the wall, so isn't able to get that one. Burns the flash now, and now maybe Tokumis decides with that he's going to go straight to gank bot. Now there is a ward there, so they probably know he's going to maybe look into the bot lane. But meanwhile, on the top side, tomorrow goes for an invade, possibly for a ward, and it's going to take some damage. But like we were saying, maybe now with the Nautilus without flash, they play safe bot lane because that flash being gone is now a target for Tokumis Prime, and we haven't really seen Hyperion get ahead early. They won last game basically off of a throw, and the fact that Lo-Fi Foot Fetish was able to pick up the pentakill and end the game. So that was really well played by Lo-Fi Foot Fetish. Now, the first strike is the ocean. Don't even know what I said. I think I said ocean or cloud or something.
I'm going
As-
mountain.
In the top lane, we see some fighting. Now, what do we want to predict? You want to predict first blood? Actually, I think there's going to be first blood before it happens.
Before the first Drake?
No. Let's do this. Who is going to get first dragon? We'll do that. Will be our prediction, and we'll do.
Kind of surprised Jarvan did not just grab level 2 and just go bot immediately because Hyperion are pushed in right now to their own tower. So that lane was gankable, and Nautilus did burn flash. I'm kind of surprised he's going more for the full clear instead of like the early like level 2 Jarvan gank everyone knows of.
Yeah, I mean Jarvan usually does go for these like it's what's called a level 2 monkey, because these are the champions in the jungle can be level 2, and they still feel very useful. So two of the level 2 monkeys, I would say, Kindred, very strong at level 2, Jarvan, very strong at level 2. If they're level 2, it doesn't really matter, because they are, like, that is where they're strong. So, very interesting that we didn't really see anything happen for level 2, and you know, looks like both junglers just deciding to trade Scuttle Crabs as Kindred. Mark does spawn on the bottom side of the map, is very big. Now Jarvan maybe looking for a gank into the mid lane. Uncool Squash will land the stun, and Attila doesn't have any mana in the mid lane. Jarvan was for something, but isn't able to pick anything up. Merit now back here as Attila will take a lot of damage in this mid lane. Does have the potion, so can sustain back up. Not a lot of mana for himself, though, is in the bot lane. Sammy 2-Slap back on the Thresh again, was on it last game. Will be playing that one again here. Game obviously even, it's 4 minutes in. Who is going to get the first trick is the prediction.
Do you want to
That's
say
the
though,
question.
Feed the Dream is actually a good bot play by them. Is kind of push in, give that extra security to Merit, so we can go pick up his mod.
Wait a minute, as took him as Prime. He's going to get engaged
The
on the
wall.
wall is there. That's a nice flag and drag out. Merit elects not to follow. Took him as taken very, very low. He now needs to back. We'll see what Kindred does with this. Probably can just walk to the Gromp and get the mark. Now with Jarvan having the back, it should be the free mark to the Kindred here. As it looks like Kindred is now running over there. I mean, topside Chucky Chernobyl is really low. Looks like he took a bad trade against Tomorrow, had to burn the flash. And now Merit is doing the Gromp, but the team is there. That's going to be the hook landing actually onto Merit. He doesn't have the spike. He flashes for the Gromp.
The blabber!
And now, does he have the Q over the wall? Does he have the Q over the wall? Looks like no, that's first blood. Will Tristana fall though? It looks like it will be traded 1-for-1. And now Sammy 2-Slap will be going down. Mystic Ozzy picking up the kill. And
He did
Kindred
the blabber,
flashes-
but it was like the good ending because he got. Did he get the mark?
Yes, he did.
Right, he got the mark, and Feed the Dream do pick up 2 kills for 1. So I mean, overall, that's pretty worth. But it's just funny to see the blabber come out here.
And we're going to re-watch this one for sure. So we see Kindred go. She's all in on this mark. Kindred goes for the mark. Now, it's a great rotation by Hyperion. A nice hook by Sammy to slap. So you think maybe this isn't a good play. He does get the mark. However, Hyperion's bot lane, they've committed so much into this. You see Uncool Squash even for 2. I don't think he really gets anything off of him. But Hyperion's bot lane, they are able to, kill the Kindred, but they committed a lot into killing the Kindred. And it's just well played by both sides. Tukumis, remember, he got chunked, so he wasn't there. So he wasn't able to go to that fight. And unfortunately for him, FTD ends up winning out the fight, but now he's looking on the top side, possibly looking for a flag and grab. Chubby Cheryl does have the ultimate, can just get out of that one. Now Jarvan gets marked, and I believe Chubby Chernobyl should just be able to ult out if anything does get too dire. Tomorrow, without mana, I don't think this is game.
No. I mean, you do have to feel kind of good if you're Mary right now. Like, already 2 marks in pretty early and some KP. So overall, this game is going pretty good for Feed the Dream in the jungle area. But other than that, still really even. Not a whole lot. See, Scripty as there's Drake. Commit a TP down for it, though.
Yeah, that's going to be the TP used from FTD. So FTD, they're getting the first dragon here, so might as well get out channel points. FTD is going to get that one. Mark that one down as Merit. He's going the blue buff, going real aggressive. And if you rotate me on the bot side, that's some damage onto Sammy to slap. As we look in the jungle, pings are onto the blue buff. As now they're looking for Tukumis. He does not get the blue. It actually goes over to the Anivia. Now Tukumis, he has the flash, has to flash over the wall. Merit now maybe looking for the Gromp. You see Attila is rotating. Tomorrow, he TP'd down. He has the Malphite out. Will he be going into the Mystic Oz? The answer is yes. Flash tomorrow. He's now on the wrong side of Summoner's Rift. He will get out, though. This could be good for the side of Hyperion. Been up, though. I don't know if this actually is good. Via gets put into the egg, and now Tomorrow has to run away. That's damage out of the lethality bear. Nerf Snugglebot flashes forward. Tomorrow, he's stuck in a 1v3, but he will die as FTD up and kills 5-3. Quirky and Bears. How much can they do? The poke is starting to come in, but I don't think it's going to be enough. He looks for the kill, and he trades one back. Triple kill going over to Nerf. Snugglebot doesn't have the flash, can't get the reset. Attila flashes away, and an interesting turn of events as we saw in the bot lane. All the ADCs getting the kills, and Nerf Snugglebot picks himself up a triple.
Yeah, literally. I can't talk.
Yeah, you can't talk, as now we've got more fight. Merit does have the ultimate, though, and he's going to get the mark, I believe, or just got the Gromp. He has the ult.
No way.
The answer is no. He gets away with it.
Criminal activity.
Criminal activity out of Merit, pushing his limit, and he gets out alive. And now, Kobe, you can speak.
Yeah, I mean, a literal turn of events, because Feed the Dream has turned that whole fight on Hyperion. You have to feel really good if you're Stunner right now. You're 4-0-2 and more hyper carry than Varus, so really good. And Merit is doing Kindred things, a really aggressive Kindred and a good Kindred. You don't really see Kindred being played in IBS that much. So Merit is able to play the champions that you don't really see in IBS that often, as Squash takes a nice, decent chunk out of Tukumis with the electrocute.
Yeah, it was a good chunk there by Uncool Squash. Now, we've got the Herald up. We'll see which team elects to start this one. Tristana 4-0, Varus 3-2. So both ADCs very strong in this game for sure. Merit, he's clearing on the top side of the map. Uncool Squash, though, he needs to be a little bit careful as he's going to get engaged on. That's going to be him having to flash away. Merit is here, though. Maybe he looks for the re-engage. The answer is no. Doesn't want to take this one. Chubby Turnable is down. Tomorrow does not have the ultimate here, and that's going to be the Scuttle going over to Merit. Level 6 on the Kindred. 1, 1, and 5. Very strong in this game. We'll see. It looks like Varus now has Warhammer and the Serrated Dirks. We'll see what he's going to be building here. It's Tomorrow in the top side. Seems to be losing a little bit. Not really going too well for him. And Rift Herald still up, and now it's going to be started from Merit.
So Merit is just gonna start running over this game soon if Hyperion don't try to stop him. Those stacks are gonna hurt on his passive. But yep, should just be clean Rift Herald taken. Kind of interested to see where they're going to drop it. I would drop it probably mid or even bot if you want to get your Sasana like really far ahead. But you know, if you drop the mid, you allow Squash to kind of roam the map more on the Anivia, so you can bring both Kindred and Anivia down to a lane, make it a 3v1 or 4v2 at any point, which I think would be really good.
We'll see where they are going to shove this Rift Herald down. As Merit is now in the mid lane, possibly looking onto the Corky wall, goes down, and that's the ultimate. But Attila doesn't really take that much damage from that one. Is now Kindred is in the bush. He isn't spotted out by the Jarvan. Now he will be, as now they meet each other. Kindred is trying to go for this mark. Well, I don't really know if you can go for this. It looks like
Really
maybe Kindred
risky.
wants to force for this mark. Now FT's bot lane is rotating. We've just seen a mini game around the marks. Merit now without the mark. Looks like Tokuma's Prime will get caught, will go down. First rotate on the side of Feed the Dream had the prio.
Solo Bolo in top lane.
Yeah, and we didn't really get to see the solo bolo single dingle tomorrow in the top lane. Looks like he just took Malphite ult and just solo boloed him. We'll see here. Yeah. Well, yeah, just took the Malphite ult. Single dingle, solo bolo. That's what we like to call it here over in Elemental. As now we go back live, and Sammy 2-Slap is walking forward. He might actually get caught here as Mystic Aussie Slap. He flashes, but I think he's going down. It's not even going to be traded back. Nerf Snugglebutt takes a lot of damage, actually almost traded back from a Lo-Fi Foot Fetish, who's doing a lot of damage here. Not enough, though, as Sammy 2-Slap goes down. Tristana 6-0 in this game for FTD. That's going to be the Rift Herald charging, and that's going to be FTD picking up the second dragon.
Yeah, and Tristana should have got pretty much all that plate gold right there, besides the part for Kindred. But no, FTD are playing very well. The Tristana is hyper ahead right now, which is definitely something you want to see with the Kindred. But yeah, Merit has been playing really aggressive, but been playing it kind of like smartly aggressive, not just like running in blindly. Waits for his team to go with him and grab his mark.
Tokumis is going to lose almost all his HP. Sammy 2-Slap will miss a Aussie, but Sammy 2-Slap is just going to go down. The constant aggression from FTD seems like Hyperion just cannot match it. They don't know what to do, and FTD are slowly pulling away in this game.
Yeah, because like game 1 and 2, both early games were pretty even, but FTD definitely been controlling the game so far.
Yeah, FTD have been controlling the game so far, and it's all off the back of Merit, who has been very aggressive, getting in the face of Hyperion, looking to go 2-0 in the season start for the Dream. Meanwhile, Hyperion trying to not have that happen. The Duskblade completed from the Varus here, not electing for the Prowler's Claw. Wants the Duskblade in this game. Also has the CD boots. So Varus getting stronger in this game. Doesn't have the tier as Attila. I believe he just used the package. I don't know if he still has it, but I believe he just did. To get out of that one. Uncool Squash, this game, a little bit quieter in the mid lane. Hasn't been making a lot of plays around the map. Now Jarvan might have been spotted out, so he will back off. Looks like the answer is he was spotted out, but he has to back off. Kindred now with the attack speed boots with the Kraken Slayer compared to Jarvan's Iron Spike Whip and Ninja Tab Eye, as he is down 2.2k gold. That's almost all the gold lead in the game.
Yeah. Jarvan's not having a very fun time here, but you know, Merit's been really aggressive so far. Been playing it very well. Like you said, already has the mythic, so I mean, don't ignore the Tristana too. Tristana is very strong right now as well. So really good stuff coming out of Snugglebutt and Merit early. FTD look very poised to win this game. Already have 2 Drakes. They're stacking the Mountain Soul. I said Mountain, so you know we got one at least.
Yeah, we got one. Let's go. As Merit now, he's gonna yoink the red from Jay. Just gets it for free. This is the Merit Kingdom for the side of FTDs. Now he's looking in the top side. He's gonna mark Silas. So Silas should know that maybe Kindred's up here. As now in bot side, we see Lo-Fi Foot Fetish. He is just hanging out. He does have one item, so he's just saving grace. Same Silas is also pretty strong, so it's going to be up to Tomorrow and Lo-Fi Foot Fetish to carry this game. We saw Lo-Fi Foot Fetish last game pop off and get a pentakill. There's the package out of Corky coming back mid. So there's the answer. Corky didn't have package that one time. He just used it. As in a minute and 40 seconds, we're going to see the Drake come through. It's going to be the third. Is Jarvan now on the Raptors? Merit is here. Actually, it looks like he's going to run topside. He's going to go straight for the mark. Should be able to pick that one up, Kobe.
Yeah, so how many, so 5, alright, so Merit has 5 stacks on it, 6 now, just got 6,
Took him as, he's
Oh
just
my
going to get
God.
deleted, and he fails the flash, he face checks the mark. He thought it was still there, but you got to know Merit's going to be there.
I couldn't tell that was, like, where was most of that damage coming from, Anivia or Kindred, because they're both pretty strong right now. Yeah. Took him is just getting, just deleted. And you wouldn't think Jarvan's a champion that gets like one shot like that pretty instantly, but if they're doing some damage, they're gonna pick up second Rift Herald, just open up the map more. Can save it. I would drop it almost about now.
Ooh, in the bot side, we're gonna see a 2v2. That's Verisol coming down. If he has the Q, if he hits it, it could be so much damage. As you see, Nerf Snugglebot just taken down to half. And we're gonna look back.
Oh my.
Nerf Snugglebot's going to get killed. Meanwhile, in the mid lane, Attila goes down. Now we're bot. Mystic Ozzy's gonna get filleted, but the Q goes through. Flash forward from Sammy. 2-slap. He will connect on the hook. That's going to be Mystic Ozzy going down. No! Mystic Ozzy will stay alive with a superhero. Going to live there. And it's going to be Nerf Snugglebot going down. Meanwhile, we see a 1v1. Tukumis going on to Merit. Who is going to win? It's going to be the Kindred as he jumps forward. Rampage for Merit in the jungle. 5-1-7 on the Kindred and the Drake.
Yeah, they still have Rift Herald too. They can drop it mid and should just be able to get this Mountain Drake for free. I mean, they can just get it without dropping Rift Herald now. So really good stuff coming up from FTD.
Yeah, really good stuff coming through from FTD for sure. And now with a 4K lead almost there. To extend this one, they're going for the blue. We'll see if Varus can steal. No, wasn't able to get that one. Went to Merit. Now level 11 while Jarvan is level 9. So Jarvan really struggling in this game for sure. We'll see what else they can do. As Attila, he's caught on the wrong side of Summoner's Rift.
Yeah, Squash and Mayor have been really good together.
Wait, the TP.
The TP.
He gets out! Criminal activity! Illegal! He gets out alive. That's why you put Attila on your team. He just goes for the big TP play. He's out of there. He says, you know what, team? I'm on the loose. I'm a criminal. I went the wrong way on Summoner's Rift, and I'm going to TP out. He got the bailout. He's going to live for sure. Attila gets out, and uncool Squash in the mid lane. 0-1-5 on the Anivia. Doesn't have any kills to his Anivia. He's doing a decent amount of damage, though. Varus, he is starting to hurt. That ult lands, gets a WQ onto any of the carries. That might just be a one-shot coming through for Lo-Fi Foot Fetish.
Yeah, Varus is very, very good right now. Can just instantly delete. Not even like squishy targets, but like kind of more tanky. I've been able to one-shot like Ace Roxas before as Varus, and I think that's kind of ridiculous. But one thing I have noticed is Squash and Merit have been really good together, just roaming around, making sure Kindred is safe, getting her marks, and is invaded overall. There's really good stuff coming out in the jungle. As Squash just completed the LI injuries.
Yep.
Is now with the 1 mythic.
And Squash with the mythic completed. And look at the Varus. Yeah, that was 500 out of the Q. They're doing a lot of damage. Jarvan does not have his mythic, nor does Malphite. those in mind, because now the Rift Herald is going to be thrown down into the mid lane, as that's going to be the crash of the tower. It doesn't get the tower, though, for the side of FTD. You get some chip damage, but that's about it. And one thing, oh wait, the hook's gonna land on Nautilus. One thing that we did forget to point out is if Kindred is quick with her ult timing, Varus kind of gets negated.
Yep.
As now another hook lands. But do need to keep that in mind with that right there. As Merritt's just he's just running in. He doesn't care. He's gonna get up. He will take some damage. And now, if it gets on a nerf Snugglebot, which it does, that's him at half HP. Tomorrow, he's going to be looking in onto the Tristana, and they do get him. This is big for the side of Hyperion. Now it's going to be kills all over the place. Double kill for Uncool Squash. Can he carry this? Merit and Uncool Squash still alive, but here comes the Corki. He's going in, as now that's going to be the ult use. Will Merit and Uncool Squash win this one? That's the Anivia ult coming down. He gets one, he gets two.
My.
That's more kills to the side of FTD. Lo-Fi Foot Fetish is alive, and now it's the egg. Merit versus Lo-Fi Foot Fetish. He has nothing but autos. I don't think you win this one. Lo-Fi Foot Fetish, he flashes away. He's burning, but he will live. And at the end of the day, it's a 4-for-2 for the side of FTD. And Chubby Chernobyl wasn't there, I believe.
Yep, it's getting free play top. One thing I was going to say before that fight, Merit hasn't really used ult at all, and kind of was in a bad position to use it like during the early stage of that fight, but did use it pretty well at the end of the fight. Was able to keep himself alive and pick up 2 kills at the end of it.
Yeah, so we rewatched this. Malphite is not there. It becomes a 2v2. But what we forgot to think about is Anivia ults Kindred ult. And right when you get out, you're taking so much damage. So well played from Uncool Squash. And unfortunately for Lo-Fi Foot Fetish, he doesn't have any mana, so he cannot duel Merit. And Merit just ends up winning out on the duel. Flash away. That is the rest of that one. As Malphite now gets the Chemtank.
Yep.
And that's pretty interesting. Don't really see that every day. Malphite picking up that one. As, yeah, now the carries for the side of FTD are so strong. We've got Soul Point in 30 seconds, and I don't know. I'm thinking this might be over.
Yeah. It should just be a free Mountain Soul for FTD unless Hyperion want to fight it, but I think they fight it, just get wiped completely off here.
Yeah, and I mean, Attila does have package, so maybe if they all group up with no Kindred. Okay, so now they don't have package.
They don't have package.
So you just decided
Someone
to
flipped
use
that. Someone flipped.
as now that's going to be the hook onto Chubby Chernobyl. Now we see Sammy Slap going in. He's going to get stunned up. He's just going to go down. And now the re-engage from Mystic Ozzy going to land into the backside. That's so much damage. It's going to easily be everyone going down. Oh, looks like it won't be. As, okay, Nerf Snugglebot, he's going in. He jumps right back out. And now it's Attila versus Mystic Ozzy. And Attila flashes over the wall. And it's a 4-for-0 for FTD. And it's looking a lot like game number 1.
What was Attila doing with the pack there? I'm so confused. I wasn't even like really paying attention to the fight. I'm like, what just happened with the package?
Maybe he was running out of time and had to use it. I mean, that would be the only thing I could see. But yeah, that was a little weird. I mean, obviously, you see in this fight, it's all FTD. They're so far ahead. They're so far ahead that they just go in. One thing I do want to point out, Mystic Ozzy had as we look at the live, we do see FTD doing the Baron. It's very low, and they're going to secure it. But yeah, I mean, FTD is just so far ahead in this game. I feel like they can end it with one Baron push.
Yeah, I kind of agree. I think it was over for Hyperion. It's 24 minutes in and a 10k goal lead. And FTD do have a Soul and Baron buff right now, so you know, you could have do the NA strat where you just say open mid and you open mid, but you just ace them at base. Pretty effective in solo queue.
Is that the play right there?
Yeah, so
just
NA
run it down.
Mm-hmm.
Take the dub. As we are just chilling. Now we're running it down mid potentially here, as that's one tower already taken, and now the second tower, or the third technically, is being targeted here. They have the Anivia, they have a lot of siege potential. Varus does still do a decent amount of damage. Double stun coming through. We'll see if Chubby Chernobyl looks to pull the ultimate. Oh my god. Sammy Two Slap almost just goes down. This cannon is just whacking away at this tower. And you've got to think this is going to be the game. Sammy Two Slap's going in.
Oh my.
I don't think that was the move, as now your whole team's going to be going down. This could be it for Hyperion, as the team fight's going to be Chubby Chernobyl will go in. Merritt will get knocked up tomorrow, trying to do his best to stall. He's going to go into the stopwatch. Merritt pops the ultimate, keeps his team alive. Tomorrow is going to fall. Lo-Fi Foot Fetish cannot find the connection. Flashes forward. That's their snuggle button, not able to find Attila. And now they can just back, I guess. They don't want, they just don't go for the...
I would have gone for the end. You have Ristana and like Anivia, who is like clear wave and towers so fast, but you want to play it safe, even though they're up 10k gold right now. Welcome to NA.
They're up a lot. They want to play it safe. They just want the guaranteed win. And Tukumish, he's just going in onto the fight. They're looking for the free pick on the Chubby Chernobyl. They're going to find it. Tukumish, he is still alive, and that's just more picks to Hyperion.
That's what happens when you don't win the game. You just get picked off. Like, come on.
All right, well, that's just 2 picked off. Shutdowns go over. It's still a huge gold lead for the side of FTD.
MIT would have been, if Jason's right. MIT just built different.
I'm pretty sure FTD will still win, but you've got to like question that a little bit. Now, Elder is spawning in 2 minutes and 40 seconds. And Elder is really OP, right? Like, even if you're down 10k, if you get Elder, you still have a chance to win that fight. So if Hyperion are able to steal this Elder and turn the game around,
FTD did not want to end? Like, were they actually scared like they could get wiped there? Or they just want to like not end and pad stats a bit?
Imagine if it was not end, pad stats, and then they end up...
They lose. That would be ultimate karma. And I would laugh so hard.
Yeah, but I'm expecting FTD to win. I think they're just... I mean, they're 10k ahead. Like, they can just end the game, man. Just
they should still be able to end it whenever.
Why does Attila have package? What about the Elder, you know? I like the skin, though. Yeah, the package is going to be gone before Elder. But I like the skin, you know? I like that skin. That's Corgi, right?
Yeah, it's a Corgi.
Yeah, zoom in on it. Oh, where'd it go? Oh, there it is! All right, I guess we're looking at Corgi's butt. I don't know if that's... that might be TOS right there. He's going to deliver the treats or what, Kobe?
Yeah.
Oh, there's the package.
The package.
Well, I think Attila's package timings this game have just not been the best. And we won't talk about the build. I just think it's not the best here. I guess the Corki was a takeaway pick for the side of Hyperion, right? Like, you don't want to give on Cool Squash Corki because you saw how good he was on the Corki. So I'm just assuming that Attila he's taking it away. That's the TP to the bot side. Maybe they're looking to end the game here. Chubby Chernobyl does have the ultimate. Maris just walking straight forward. He fight. Ultimate's going in for both sides, and now the team fight is going to begin. Attila is out of the fight. Maris stays alive. That's 2. Lo-Fi Foot Fetish is stuck. He's going to go down. Tomorrow will also die eventually, as he will fall. 26 kills to 10.
That should be game, right?
You've got to think that's game.
Nah, they're gonna turn for Elder. They're gonna turn back to get Elder.
No. There's no way they don't end. No. They end, right?
Please end. Yeah, they're going for it.
Yeah, I think this is gonna be the game, right? All right. Well, Hyperion will fall 2-1 to FTD. FTD improving to 2-0 on the season. Hyperion, with the back of a Lo-Fi Foot Fetish, definitely played an impressive series, but it was not enough for him. FTD takes the series 2-1.
Yeah, I mean, Hyperion, they kind of got rolled first game, but they did show some resiliency. Came back in a banger game 2. And I mean, I don't think game 3 was as big as a blow as game 1 was. But FTD, they played really well all 3 games. They got kind of unlucky game 2 with the Junes just popping off. But yeah, I mean, it's really well played from FTD.
Yeah, FTD for sure playing these games very well. A little bit too cautious, I think, at times. I think they
Mhm.
could have ended a lot sooner. But looks
Hawk
like
Hawk.
FTD are going to be taking the series 2-1. Will improve 2-0 on the season. GG's well played. Hyperion going to fall to 1-2. So need to go back to the drawing board for sure. Had some good things though. Low 5 foot fetish, I think, played very, very good. But that's gonna be it from me here. Kobe, you got anything else before we head off?
Nope.
Hold on, let me go check real quick before I even. Yeah. So right after this, everyone stick around. We're gonna be rating Soho League. Don't go anywhere. We're gonna be rating the Soho. They're in the playoffs. It's the finals. So if you want to go see, you want to see some playoffs, head over there. 2-1 in the finals. Best of 5. HP Gamers taking on, I think, like MG or something. I think it's HP Gamers. So make sure to tune into that. We'll be starting the raid here in just a couple of seconds. Thank you guys all. Couple of minutes, right? I forgot. We have the highlights at the end. But thank you guys all for watching, and make sure to stick around for the raid.
have gotten, you know, most of their Exodia complete. They just need to finish it off to close out the season and get that crown for themselves as well.
And so as we just kind of walk through the first few pickups here, big shout out to the Elemental League, of course, rating with a party of 30. Glad to have you guys here for the finals of the Season 3 Southern Hospitality League. In case you weren't aware, we're a Gold Plat ELO league. Of course, we've had ourselves a 9-week regular season. These are the top 2 teams in the league. Of course, the best of what Southern Hospitality has to offer here today. And so, of course, we've seen no lineup changes, but once again, what lane has been the most fun for you to watch so far? We've seen so many great players here in this series so far, so many different heroes.